bad sound and they're gonna talk about this and that. But
All
we
right.
still lit. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying?
Are we back?
Right back.
Are we back?
Yeah.
All right. Can we start with the intro, please? Let's just start with the intro so we can have a good stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Start it over for y'all. Don't even worry about it.
Kobe, how you do that? Kobe, how you do that? Kobe, how you do that?
There. All right. We are sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We kicked the cord out by mistake. The cord was kicked out by mistake. In the stream was ruined. But if you come back, we know that you really love us. All right. So we're not gonna do the introductions again. I'll just edit that out in a video later. But quickly, we back with Quantitated, my main man Darnell, and we are going to get to this high level conversation because I know that's what y'all here for. I don't know what happened. I hate when that happens, but this is technology, man. Yeah. This is what things happen, with technology. So, we're back. Let's get the comments back up. We're still giving out cash apps to the 100th comment. We're still doing what we need to do. If you, whatever platform you're on, we're going to make sure that we compensate you well. Definitely. Come on in here, like the status, share the status. We're back. We're live, and we are here to stay. Hopefully, please. Thank you, Lord. All right. Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, guys.
Sorry for the inconvenience. We are back. And it really pisses me off when that happens because people have such a short attention span. Yeah. It's like you had me, you lost me. You had me for a couple seconds. Now you lost me. But all right. Let's get back to it. Let's get these comments up. Let's get everything up. All right. Big shout out to my boy Professor for holding me down once again with these dope with this dope itinerary he always gives me. Always gives me the dope itinerary if I can find it. Okay, let's see. Whew, Lord. This daggone thing. Views coming back. Yeah. Let's bring him back in. Let's bring him back in. All right. Let's see. Jesus Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, my life. Okay, so we were talking about the OMA concert. That's what we was talking about. Definitely. We were talking about what went down at the concert with OMA when the no good as girl, and we are back. Candace, tell Professor to resend me those topics, please. Thank you. So we were talking about Omalay and the no good girl. He calls her up on the stage. He said, "Listen, girl, come up on here." It was his little Nigerian self. Come on up here on the stage. Come on the stage. They get to. Now, the only problem was this girl was there with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend had given her front row seats and tickets to the concert. Yeah. Okay, pull the video up. I want to pull the video up real quick. I want y'all to see this video. And chat, I want y'all to tell me if this was appropriate, inappropriate, or like what y'all said about Usher and Alicia Keys a couple weeks ago. It was just entertainment.
I mean, she's not an entertainer.
She was an entertainer today, goddamn it.
That's right.
She was an entertainer today. Alright. So
she went up there ready.
yeah, she went up there ready. So look, this where it get wild at.
When he grip her up,
Yeah, he
he gonna grip her up. Oh, I ain't see that part.
he done took his shirt off.
She jumped on him.
She jumped all on him. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at this. So no good.
Oh man.
I mean, it looks fire. It look real fire. She look like she got paid to do that.
Facts.
Oh, he done bent her over.
He done bent her over. I can't even send this.
Dang.
He getting wild with that thing.
They mixing.
Getting extra mixy.
You know-
Oh, no good self.
And then she jump on him.
Yeah.
All right, so
Looks like she having fun.
yeah, she had fun. All right,
Yeah.
so
Shout out to Pito, Prince J in the
this
building.
guy, all right, so this is the conundrum, okay? Peace. This is the conundrum. This is the problem here, okay? Her boyfriend was in the front row, and he left her ass after the show.
Yeah, he walked out.
He broke up with her. He left her after the show. It was over. It was over.
Nah.
She wanted attention so bad that she put him up, that she went up on that stage and basically got freaked out, grinded out for everybody to see. My man was sitting in the front row looking like a damn sucker. I need to know, Quana, did she go too far? Just keep it a bed. Did she go too far? Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all like the stream,
honestly,
share the stream. This is the good stream.
So honestly, I would say, for me, if I was in a relationship and I was with somebody and I went to a performance and it was like Beyonce or somebody that pulled my nigga up on the stage, I would want them to have fun. Like I wouldn't be mad because I know damn well you're not going home with them.
That's right.
Like I'm more for this is not just no regular person. This is somebody that I can't explain it. But yeah, she was wrong. She went too far. She was dead wrong. Like, you should know your man. You know what type of man you have. Like, there's plenty of men that might be okay with it. And they're like, she having fun. I took her there. Like, but you got to know your man. You know what I mean? And clearly she ain't know her man because that nigga left her.
So you think it's okay that she went on stage and she did all of that? Like I'm saying, if beyond the know your man part, you want to hop on?
Yeah.
All right, big shout out to our last guest. You can just be careful with the. Be careful. Make sure you climb over.
Please don't
Please
pull
don't pull out no wires. All right, there we go.
Technical difficulty, but we back.
So,
What's up, my guy?
What's going on?
all right, my brother. While we got a new member on the couch, go ahead, pull the mic close to you as you could, and go ahead speak directly into the mic. Introduce yourself.
We gotta get him on camera.
Oh, whom? Fix the camera. Get him on camera. Introduce yourself. Let him know who you is. You kind of look like my man that just pulled old girl up on stage with the crow. Got a little Omerlay vibes.
What's going on? Jabri. I'm an investor in real estate.
No, you got to speak into the mic. Yeah,
All right, good afternoon. How y'all doing? I'm Jabri. I'm a real estate investor, and I have a pilot escort business trucking company.
You got escorts?
Well, nah, it's a pilot
everybody
escort.
say
Nah,
that.
it's not an escort. It's a pilot
Everybody
escort.
say
So if
that.
you ever see the oversized,
You gotta talk
you ever see the oversized loads? On
No,
You
the
don't
gotta
hold
hold it
it.
just like you see how we're talking and we're talking
Turn
like
it, turn it,
yeah,
like
set it
this.
up
That
how
way,
you
right.
want it,
Yeah,
and
like
so you
that.
can talk directly.
Turn
into
it
the
to
mic.
where you talking that way,
Oh,
into the
okay.
mic, not the side of it.
Oh, not the. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, right there.
And
You can adjust it how you want.
Adjust it.
Push it
Y'all
up.
can hear me now?
yeah,
Yeah, you can pull it up.
All right, there we go.
Perfect.
However you need it to be.
But speak directly into the mic. Oh,
Alright, speaking
just
directly.
like that.
All right,
Perfect.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you got escort service. I need 2 escorts.
Nah,
down.
like
Uh,
It's the
Let's go.
oversized loads
I
on
think-
the
the highway.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, she said escort business.
Nah.
Mei-Ling,
Like
you
you got
stop it now.
They always say that to her. You know?
Oh
up.
man. All
So
right.
what is it exactly that you do?
So I pretty much oversized loads. We transport military helicopters,
Yeah.
mobile homes. We go from state to state. So I got a couple drivers that's underneath me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you getting that money?
I'm trying.
Let me hold $6. You got it. All right, nah, that's what's up. So what we were discussing was, did you see the OMA concert with old girl? All right, so pretty much, this guy, this Afrobeat star, took this girl. Big shout to Mike Facetto in the building. Big he was at this concert. OMA, this guy, he's singing. Then he says, "You come up on the stage." Problem is, the girl was with her man.
Who paid for her to go there.
Who paid for
Oh,
her to go
yeah.
there?
Front row.
She gets on stage, starts freaking her down, crazy, touching all on her,
He
kissing
bending her
all
over.
on her, bending her over. This, that, and the
She
third.
jumped on top. She jumped on him.
She jumped on him.
They was on the stage
Nah,
getting
my
freaky
girl could
nasty.
never.
My wife could never violate me like
She
that.
can never violate. You
Never.
leaving immediately.
Nah, my wife, she just know better. I'm the bag. Why would you fuck that up?
Hey, why you the bag? That's what I'm talking about. You hear that, ladies? If Omalay take his girl on the stage, y'all want, all right, now he got that bag. It's a hot commodity. All right, so Quana, you say that it's all in the name of love, all in the name of entertainment. And
No, I said for her being a regular female, I think it was wrong. The only way that I feel like she should have done that is prior to, like, if he would have. So if I'm on a stage, like, first of all, I would know what type of guy I'm with. One.
Okay.
So I would have never done that. You got to know your nigga. Now, if it was a guy that I was with, and I know we have more free spirits because some people have free spirit relationships. I would have looked to my man and be like, "Yo, is it cool? You get what I'm saying? Like, can I go? Because he already know what type of time I'm on. Because if I get on that stage,
if you
nigga,
get on that stage, you
if I
don't
get on
know.
that stage, nigga, and we got Chris Brown in there, you gonna be acting up. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I will always respect my man. So I feel like she was wrong. I feel like she should have never did that. Obviously, the nigga left her. He walked out the damn.
He
concert.
walked out of there looking like a sad sack, head down.
He said they were only together for a year, though.
She said
year.
it
They were
wasn't.
together for a
Yeah,
year. Yeah, they were together for a year. I watched him. They had got interviewed. He said that they were together for a year.
She said it wasn't that bad.
She put out an apology though, right?
She put out an apology.
What
She
is an
did.
apology though?
There's no
How can you
apology.
apologize about a situation like that?
You can't.
You can't.
There's
That's
no coming back
That's
from
like
that.
a chick giving a guy dome, and she apologized
Speaking
about
to the
it.
mic.
Like,
Yeah.
How could you apologize about that?
No, there's no apologizing.
I feel like I'm such a free spirit. I feel like if I was somewhere with my man and like Beyonce came and she wanted to dance with him,
That's right.
I would be like, "This is a one in a lifetime shit, baby. You better fuck it up,
That's right.
fuck it up." 'Cause I
Make
know
us
she don't
look
want
good.
your broke ass.
Damn.
Because it don't care how much money that nigga get compared to Beyonce, you ain't got
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, I feel like I would be more of living in the moment type of person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I understand. I definitely do agree that she was wrong.
She was 100% wrong. The chat talking about some were they kissing. They might as well been. Yo,
you probably took her home. You never know.
at the end, the girl was like, "I didn't do nothing. It wasn't that bad." When the dude was walking around, and the friend was like, "Yeah, I said, why is that bad? You was grabbing this joint."
Dang.
So like, you know, she got caught up in the moment.
Nah, she was grabbing his private. I think that was a little extreme.
Bruh, there's no way you gonna tell me that she would not have got smashed if old boy wanted to bring her to the backstage. Like, there's
Exactly.
no way you gonna tell me that the smashing was not in. And if that was a girls' trip, or if that was a girls' show,
It would have got worse
oh my God.
because her man was not there. If
My-
it was a girl's trip, if she violated him like that in front of him, imagine if he wasn't there.
My man, you dodged the bullet. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 bands with you. You dodged a bullet because you don't want that type of woman. You don't want that type of girl. You dodge a bullet. You dodged a bullet, like point blank. Period.
Yeah.
The guy Kai Cenat, he's like this big twitcher, big screamer. Kai Cenat, he brought the guy on his show, and he had 20 beautiful women, and they played like a dating game with him and the 20 beautiful women. And this nigga still chose the hoodest hood rat on the damn out of all of them. He had some fine joints up there. Chose a straight hood rat. And at the end, after he chose the hood rat, she gonna be like, well, I gotta see if I could, if I want to date you. I said, yeah, this nigga just got the worst taste.
Oh,
This
man.
nigga just got the worst taste of women.
But honestly, some people just don't have it in them. You feel me? It's
No,
either you
I
born
agree.
with it or you not.
My man over there sound like he was born with it. He done came in here with the Montclair hoodie. You feel me? Oh
Nah,
man.
real rap though. When I never heard of it until y'all mentioned it, right? And then when I searched it, a lot of people went online and said that shit was staged. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been a whole publicity stunt.
That's when
Or
it
just-
comes to stuff like that. We would never
You know what I'm
really
saying?
know. Like, you get what I'm saying? That it
Yeah.
could have really been
It's acting or
staged
something.
because it brought so much. First of all, I never even heard of that artist like that.
Yeah.
I heard his songs, but I don't really know him like that.
Uh-huh.
So you got to
Personally.
remember, now he is a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Now everybody's talking. Look what we're doing. We're sitting here on the couch.
That's right.
Other people that might have not known about it is watching the video for the first time now, knowing
Yeah.
about it now, hearing about it now.
Checking for it.
So them staging that he ruined somebody's relationship, it could be staged. We
I
don't know.
I
You would
don't-
never really, you would never really know. You don't know them personally. We don't
You
know.
what I'm saying?
I-
And now everybody got opinions about it.
I don't think it's staged.
I don't know. Then again, people.
I
just
seen
do a
the
lot
look
of
on that
things
nigga
for
face.
It was real.
That shit was real. I look on that man's face was, oh my God, he was hurt. He was utterly hurt from the bottom of his heart. He walked away with his head down, and you could tell by the conversation between her and her friends afterwards that was all real. She was like, I didn't do it. Wasn't that bad. They're like, yes, it was, nigga. You touched the nigga that, like, it was that bad.
Oh man.
It was that bad. So, yeah, I highly do not think it. She said I'm naive. Why am I naive? What? You know what? The reality of the matter is this: staged or not, I highly doubt it was staged. But if it was, that's some good staging.
Yeah, man.
That's some good staging that
Yeah.
two random ass people can just
Yeah.
bring this celebrity all involved. My take on the matter is, taking that it wasn't staged. My take on the matter is this: she had a unique opportunity to not only make her man look extremely good, but also to play old boy out and to retain her dignity. She could have hit him with a triple whammy. She could have retained her dignity. And could you imagine if you were a superstar calling a girl up on stage and she publicly rejects you in front of 1 million people, 100,000 people, however many people was at the stadium? She publicly rejects you. Not only do you reprove your man, you save your self-dignity, your self-respect, but you also play him out. Like, she had a unique opportunity to have a lot of power there, and
Okay.
I just think she dropped
She
the
didn't
ball.
take advantage.
Well, I believe most of our chat think it's staged. Everybody's saying they think it was staged.
So
So if we go into the chat, they all think it's staged.
if you think it was staged, press
They're
1.
saying that there was too many cameras, too much coverage, too many. And if you really did think about it, if it was there was a lot of camera footage from it, like for it to be
Staged.
just last minute. So I don't know. I can't say I don't know. Stuff like that we would never know unless one of them spoke up and said it was staged.
It wasn't staged.
And if they got to check,
She's
it
a-
might be in that contract where they can't say nothing. So
Yeah.
we'll
She's
never
a
know.
bird. It wasn't staged.
She's a bird.
She's a bird.
He just wanted to be a bird so bad.
And she has no self-respect, and she's a disgusting person, and that's it.
Look, everybody think it's staged. I'm telling you. What y'all think? How about
Yeah.
on the couch? Let's go to the couch. What do you think? Do you think it was staged?
Honestly, I don't. It would have to be staged because there's no way in hell that sorry. There's no way that my wife or somebody I'm dealing with is gonna go on stage and violate me like that. You can go on stage if that's the person that you adore, but you're not gonna violate your man if you really respect him.
And my thing is, she performed like a performer.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Like, it was
literally
just
like
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it could have been staged or it was staged?
I think it was a strong possibility because it was like choreographed or something, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
it was.
rehearsed that. It was just a lot, you know what I'm saying? He moved this way, she moved it. Like, it was just like, I mean, they could have had rhythm too, but it just seemed like it was something that was, rehearsed and performed behind the drop.
She
you know
didn't
what I
seem
mean?
a
Little
bit of
silhouette.
nervous, a bit of
Yeah.
there was no type of
Hesitation.
like
Right.
starstruck.
He
There's
pulled
no
her
type of
into
I'm
it.
on this stage with 50 million people watching me and the
Yeah.
world watching me. It was literally I'm about to get up here and do my big one.
That's right.
That's what I seen.
Yeah, yeah.
No offense, is like if she didn't come back with a bag, it's like what did you do that for?
Yeah, she got paid for that.
I mean, did she bring the money back to her man? Cause he gotta take. You feel me?
He was only.
Well, if it was
dealing with her
staged,
for a
he was
year.
definitely in on it. But what I'm saying is, yeah, everybody thinks it was staged. Focus, you're on your own. You are on your own on a DJ Focus podcast.
She's a whore and a thought, and she's disrespectful, and she should be ashamed of herself. And that's it. There's no staging to be done here. You're a whore. You're a bird, and that's it. Okay?
Nobody's wife and you.
I
You for the
just
streets.
come on.
Man.
She's for the streets.
Forever
I
in the
wish I
streets.
would have had that last conversation between her and her friends pulled up, because like it was cameras, but what they was just recording them randomly on the street. Like, oh yeah, when dude was walking away with his head down, looking all disgruntled. I'm not rocking with that, man.
Oh,
Man, I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's,
not
if
working
if it's staged, it's doing exactly what they wanted to do. It's smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
whatever
makes
you
sense
say.
to get all that in between him being hurt. You want to see the head walk of shame. You want to see the friends tell her, girl, you was wilding. Because now, like I said, the whole world is talking about it. So it did its
But
purpose.
are they really though? Like talking about it? Like what's her name? We don't even know her name.
Nobody knows
Nobody knows her
What's
name, but
his
we.
name?
She's a thought.
Everybody
What's her
just talking
name?
about
Dottie.
the couple.
The
The couple that went on stage.
What's her name? What's his name?
Somebody from going on stage.
Yeah, nobody knows them
Pop.
still. So yeah. So I don't know about that. Okay. So let me ask you this. Okay. Well, first of all, let me say this. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 bands with you. It wouldn't have went down like that if it was me.
You would have gone on stage.
I would've- First of all, I would have gave her the customary arm grab. Where the fuck you think where the hell you think you going? And then when she pulled away from me, I'd have did something wild, like poured my whole drink on her or some shit. Like I'd have poured my whole water on her. Like, all right, now you go on stage, and then I'd have been cussing and shit. Like, no, not fuck you.
I would have
Come on,
I would have shut the whole party down.
You think I'm gonna be sitting there with the face?
Damn.
No, I'm not. I refuse. I'm not me. That thing would end it bad. I'm a firm believer. Either I'm gonna be embarrassed or you are,
Kick down a barricade or something. You know what I'm saying?
and it ain't gonna be me. You got to go. Ain't gonna be me.
Like, I know that's
You got to go now.
Damn.
I don't believe it. I don't trust it. It's no good. It's no bueno. All right. So, her apology video. She posted an apology video. Oh, I'm so sorry that he took it that way. It wasn't even real apology to me, you know. But do you think do you think he should take her back at all after that apology?
Take her back.
Do you think it's any going back?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
If it wasn't staged, I would say no.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I doubt it. You know what I mean? Because that means she'll publicly humiliate you again. Like, you know what I mean? When you do it once, she'll do it again, basically. You know, you may feel bad because of how people reacted. But, yeah, it's sad to say, no, you'll do that again. In another
I don't even
situation.
think she'll do it again. I think it's just a matter of literally you're just humiliated on like the 10th hour. Like it's just really, really bad. There's like no redeeming yourself from that. You know what I mean? Like now when y'all out to eat, y'all gonna be the couple that everybody's like,
Mei-Ling, I'm gonna need you to post some proof.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
this
know what I
nigga
mean?
took it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This nigga took it back. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then also, too, it might also cause future problems because now, let's say if they're out in a club setting or another setting, there's going to be men that feel like they can approach her and feel like they can grab her. So it's going to put him in predicaments because that's why it's funny, right? So I don't really dance with men. Like, and it'd be
Home,
funny
see if you can pull an
'cause
apology
a lot
up.
of men feel a
I'ma
type of
send
way,
you
but I don't
some.
really dance with men. Like, I think I danced with one man in a club in the past 3 years. Like, like I have to be a good night and I might dance with one person, but it's like one time in the past 3 years. Like, I do not like dance with men. And that's why, because with men, if they see that, you know, this guy's grabbing me, I'm letting this guy touch me, men, they view that and they see that and they get that comfortability. So being that she did it publicly on such a high level, it's going to put him in a bad predicament I feel like being out, like where guys feel like they could just approach her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She might be going to the bathroom and somebody just trying to grab her.
Yeah,
Now you gotta fight. Like, anyone got time for that?
Yeah.
She's
The whole world knows she's a thought. Not everybody's trying to see if she can give
That it was staged.
Look, I am so sorry.
He doesn't think it was staged. I think it was staged. We all think it was staged. He focused on his own.
You know what? I be on my own. I don't trust nobody, and I know it wasn't staged, and I'm right. All right, so look, let me ask y'all a question. All right, so all right, it was staged. Whatever y'all want to think. While he pulls that video up, I want to get to a couple of the comments real quick. Yeah, let me see your phone for the comments. Okay. So let's see. Nicole. Bigger artists don't allow cameras for that reason. I don't know about that. I think all artists allow cameras for, like, it's not like it's a comedy show or something where your jokes can get, you know, stolen or whatever. So, I don't know. Maylene says, I'm a dancer. That was choreographed. Knock it off. Petty Kruger says, people do these kind of things for clout, practice, and everything. I mean, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I just feel as though if they knew this man, first of all, enough that he would be willing to stage this to make these random people stars, there's no other way that he can do that. He's a superstar. All you gotta do is put him on their Instagram. It's a lot more ways.
Yeah, but like what he was saying is bad. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So at the end of the day, that's still something that happened at his show that people are talking about. No matter what, if we don't know their names, it's still him, and his show is the topic of discussion. So at the end of the day, he did what he meant to do. Some people really stage stuff like that for their shows because now everybody talking about his show. I don't even really know who he is like that.
You don't know who he is because he's a star across the pond. He's a star over in
He's across the pond, but now he's here in my pond.
Okay,
but
did you not see the audience though? The audience was huge. The audience, he had 20, 30, 40,000 people in there. So you might not know him, but that's what I'm saying.
Now because of that, now I know. Which I would have never known about that concert.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look, I want to tell my side of the story. We don't want to hear your side of the story, you old no good wench. I'm down with the brother. I'm not. I don't got. Look, listen. He said
you gotta ask him like, what type of man is he if he could allow his woman to violate him like that in front of everybody? She had to go home with him.
No,
I know what type of man he is.
No,
he's a sucker.
He left her.
He's a sucker. Quan says, I think it was a Tubi commercial. LOL. I never heard the song. Never seen dude face. What's the artist's name? Listen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I mean, I hear what y'all saying, but like keeping it a whole 100 stacks and a whole 100 racks.
He wants us Americans to know him more.
Okay, but keeping the whole 100. You know what? Whatever. I'm off it. I'm off it. All right, we're gonna get to the next topic. Oh no. Oh, you got the video? Oh, he got the apology.
My side of the story because the amount of hate that I'm getting called all types of things that I've never even heard before. Like, it's getting a bit scary, and I keep coming, like, whoa. Before I get that started, I want to publicly apologize to him. Obviously, me and him, we've had private conversations where we spoke, but since it was public, I think the right thing for me to do is to publicly apologize to him. Like, that was bad, but it was honestly a mistake.
What is she looking at?
Yeah, I think it was fake now, the way she apologized.
Yeah. That does not sound like a girl that's been with her man and is in love with her man, that's been with her man for a little over a year, that I made a mistake by just having fun on a stage and now my man left me. I will be on that bitch crying like, I was just mad hype and I got lost in the moment, babe. I'm sorry. I know I've been a woman who's been in love. You know what I mean? That does not sound like a woman who's been with a man for over a year and is in love and your nigga just left you.
Okay, I agree with you there, but I don't think she was in love because guess what? If she was in love, she wouldn't have. Maylene said her bob is trashy. I honestly think that if it was a man that was, I mean, if she was in love, she wouldn't have did that. So love don't got nothing to do with it.
Man, that's not true because you're basically saying that men, when they cheat on their wives, that they don't love their wives. It's true. Women make mistakes too. She didn't go out there and physically have sex with a man. She went out there and she danced with a man. There's plenty of women who get in trouble for dancing with men in clubs when they're out with their homegirls, but they really are good women. They love their man. They might get a little bit too drunk one night and their dumbasses and went and was dancing on a guy and it got back to their man. That does happen.
But
this is a normal thing that happens. The thing why this is so bad is because it was all over the world and everybody's talking about it. But this is something that happens that you can't say a woman doesn't love her man just because she danced with somebody.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
He was definitely leading. They said, was she leading or was he freestyle? Was he leading or was she freestyling? Nah, he was leading that thing. He was leading that thing, and she was. Listen,
She just followed up.
She just followed up. All right, yeah. Consensus, she's no good. She's a piece of trash, whether it was staged or not. And look, you know, if it was staged, I don't know what old boy was thinking because you look like a sucker. Like, why would you want to be down with that? Like, to make Omalay look good, to make her look like a bird, to make you look like a sucker.
To get a check.
That's right.
Like, I don't get it. Like, it don't make no sense.
Ultimately, I'm not even going to lie. Like, if somebody was going to pay me to look like a sucker and you pay me a decent check, I'll take it. Because I don't care what nobody think of me.
Okay, but
because I know I'm really not a sucker, but I walked away with a check, and now all y'all niggas think y'all going with this narrative that's not even true, and I guess who got the bag?
Yeah, people sell out for less. Like,
yeah, think about it. Nowadays, money.
You know what I mean?
Yo, there's people that's eating out of toilet bowls now. There's people that doing the nuttiest things all on social media just for attention and clickbait.
She said, "What about the man that was turned out by Janet Jackson? Is he trash? Who are you talking about, Jermaine Dupri?"
Nah, the boy. She set him on stage. She jumped on him. That type, you know what I'm saying? That type of time.
Yeah, I remember that. That's older shit.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Janet Jackson, who's not going to win?
Ladies.
Yeah, but it's Janet Jackson.
But I mean, if I wasn't,
ladies, do not disrespect your man like that. Even if it was staged, don't stage shit like that. Stage it in a way where your man look good. Cause at the end of the day, I would have violated. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have ripped that bob right off her head. She would have been.
See, but you want to because I doubt they got like a
whole
crazy ass, like life changing number. But I know damn well if somebody offered you 50 bands to let your wife go on the stage and stage something like that, I know you taking it.
Nah. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking to the mic.
Not at the end of the day, not all money is good money. So you could be paying my shorty 50 bands. Nah, you're not gonna violate me like that. Because I can make that money back. You feel me?
Yeah, like I'm.
But
good.
It's not, how is it violating if it's staged though?
But listen, it's still
at that
to
point,
the public.
It's not. It wasn't staged. You just saying she's staged because you want your women power stuff.
They think it's staged too. Why are you making it seem like that? You're the only one. There's nobody in the comments that's with you. Nobody in the comments and nobody on the couch. Let's remember you are alone this time for once. Okay,
I'll be alone. I'll be alone. Jesus was alone. Jesus was alone.
It's my Jesus.
World was against him. I'll be alone. Damn it. All right. Whatever. Stage or not. Next topic.
Okay.
All right. So, our next topic is, well, before I get into that, I'm going to get into this one because that one is just a little bit more serious, and I'm going to save that for the third topic. All right. So, body count. Fellas. Quana, chat. I need to know body count. Does body count matter when you're trying to find your spouse? Does it matter how many bodies she's had, how many men she's been with, how many men she's laid with? If she has a high, no, we will talk about women too.
Just making sure, don't be. Like, this is why I need some of these ladies. Y'all gotta come up here. Y'all gotta stop leaving me on this couch alone because you trying to gang up on me.
Listen, the chat is with you. Look, don't matter. Yeah. Okay, Nicole, Cameron. Doesn't matter. All right, so
I don't want to answer first.
Okay, you won't have to answer first.
Thank you. I'm the only female.
Darnell,
Yes, sir.
my brother.
Yes, sir.
Does body count matter when you're trying to find your next potential wifey?
Well, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Elaborate. Explain.
I mean, I think like
And hold
You
up.
know.
Let's start with your age. How old are you again?
I'm 44.
Okay. So
44.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
It don't matter. Oh, okay. All right. Explain. Elaborate.
All right, basically,
Elaborate.
you know, that's a touchy subject to even approach a woman and even ask her about her body count. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, it ain't about who she been with or what she did. You know what I'm saying? If you vibing, you feeling her, she got every connection or every quality that you look for in a woman. You know, you're not going to think to try to dig up her past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's kind of tacky, like, at the end of the day. But then also, you know, men talk about a woman's body count, in my opinion. No man, in my opinion, like a woman that has no experience sexually. You know what I mean? So you want a woman that's has a little experience, you know what I mean? Or a lot of experience. Who knows? You know, whatever your preference is, you know what I'm saying? But to basically try to dig up a woman's past and find out how many men she been with, you know what I mean? That's like none of my business at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's about her and I, and about, you know, how many times we getting busy on. You know what I mean? All that.
Okay. So experience. You think because a woman is experienced, it don't matter that she done swallowed 17,000.
Hold on. Let me elaborate on that.
Okay.
All right, now.
Okay, she had an OnlyFans.
Oh no, that's different. So now, that's a public thing. Like, anybody can subscribe and view any part of her anatomy. That's a different thing. Like, I ain't with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, in her college days, she let her head down. She did what she did. And another thing about me with this answer, it's like there's no such thing as double standard. You know what I'm saying? If my bro right here slays him, he laid 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Sister girl come in here, she nice, she got her stuff together. And she laid 1,000. You know what I'm saying? She carry herself like a woman. And, you know what I mean? You know, we ain't judging out here. Like, we ain't
thank
God
you.
at the end of the
Finally,
day.
we got a
You know what I'm
good
saying?
man on the couch.
You
ain't God.
Slide that up a little.
Yeah, put her down like that. She did what she did. No such thing as double standard. You know, you dap your man if he slaying everything that he run across in the streets. You know what I mean? In my opinion. You know what I mean? It's like, this nigga, the lady slayer at the end of the day. But then the lady come by, she do her, but she stand up. She, you know, she hold her own. She carry herself correctly. She got the Montclair on. You know what I'm saying? She got the AMG outside. You know what I'm saying? Let sister girl do her fucking thing at the end of the day. Ain't nobody business who she lay with, who she slay with. You know what I mean? She ain't sloppy with it.
Spoken like a true
That's
beta.
Let her do her. Yeah.
Spoken like a true beta. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 racks with you, sir.
Okay.
Respect.
Hold on, we gotta let him go next. Let him go and let me get my opinion before you get to talking, okay? We gotta go down the line.
Okay.
We gotta go down the line.
Okay, Mr. Escort
Cause I
Service.
want to hear this. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Escort Service. We know what you about to say.
Alright, so boom, right? I feel like you know when you're in the mall, right? People getting Chinese food. I feel like women, you gotta sample whatever it is before you go and eat the food, right? I feel like women had to sample several guys, whatever it takes for them to figure out which one it is. You can't be like the first person you had and that's the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. You feel me? If you ain't experienced nothing. So at the end of the day, it really is not my business. Like, I'm not going to be like, yo, how much
said,
is
who
your
is
body
this
count?
guy? He has
Then
no
that's going to be
morals.
like, you're going to ask me my body count. I'm not giving that up. You feel me? So if I don't want to know about I don't want you knowing about mine. Why am I asking you about yours? You feel me?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what are we building?
That's
You
right.
feel me?
All right, Nicole. Good answer. Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so
All
it's my turn.
Go ahead, Quana. Explain yourself on why body count doesn't matter for
Who
women.
said that? Who said that? You didn't even let me say what I
Women
think
coming
yet.
here with 14,000 bodies. Talking about some.
So for
Why
me,
does it
I feel
matter?
like body count technically really doesn't matter, but I also believe it's all on how you do it. So I believe that there's different levels. Like, does this woman have a body count where she's just literally out here basically selling herself, sleeping with everything, moving? She has no respect for herself. There's guys, this group of friends ran a trainer her, that group of friends ran a trainer her. She was in the back of the alleyway gargling this nigga. She was over here. That's crazy.
Right.
Now, there is some women that have high body counts, but they're not women that's literally out here just disrespecting themselves. They just are looking for love in all the wrong places. They made a couple wrong decisions. And body counts can go up really fast. So it depends. To me, I feel like it's not so much of what your body count is. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what I feel what it really, really matters. Like if you're looking at the woman herself, because remember we have talked about this before where there's different levels of hoes. You get what I'm saying? Because there's really women out there that are looking for love. And like I know girls that be in a freaking relationship every 6 months they got a new boyfriend. Or they got 2 boyfriends a year. Or they with somebody and they got a new boyfriend, But these are people that they're in committed relationships with. And their body count is becoming higher because they're so busy trying to find love. It don't work with this guy. They don't get a break and they moving right on to the next.
They got daddy issues.
Whatever it is. But what I'm trying to say is when it comes to body count, how you guys are saying like y'all don't really care. I think that the only thing that matters, that should matter is how she carried herself. You get what I'm saying? Right. Because you could be with a woman that has a high body count, but her business is not all out in the streets. Niggas is not laughing at you every time you go in the club. Niggas know she been around, but like I said, she didn't have trains ran on her from mad different people, and everybody got videos of her. People got pictures of her. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's really on how you do it. Like you get what I'm saying?
Right.
How you achieved your high body count.
Right.
So body count matters.
In a sense.
Body count
how
matters.
Ultimately, no. Ultimately, no.
How she carried herself.
Yeah. Ultimately, no.
Matters how.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
it matters
she
how
was a
you
hoe,
achieve
but
that.
she didn't. There's no video footage of it, and niggas not laughing at you.
It's like it matters how she achieved it. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and it matters how she achieved it. Like, did you really just not care about yourself, and you was really out here just like wilding, or you were just out here looking for love in all the wrong places and like really just trying? Like there really is women out here that just be making mistakes. They just be fucking with a whole bunch of fuck niggas, but they're not out here getting. They don't got 5 niggas that smash them. They don't got all these people that got. I know girls that literally there's guys that can pull out videos, different groups of guys that their friends ran a train on him. This friend ran a train on her. This friend got her sucking his top off. Like mad videos. Like that's crazy.
Okay, all right. I agree with you there that there's levels of hoe, there's levels of how you racked up your bodies, and and all of that should be taken into consideration for the young male, idealistic male. However, body count does matter, and it should matter, and whether or not you prefer a woman that's experienced with body counts, or you have a woman with a high body count and that's just, you tamed her, whatever the case may be, the proper advice to the young and up and coming male is that it should matter. And more importantly, the proper advice to the up and coming female is that it should matter. Young women, you should teach your daughters body count matters. You should teach your young nieces body counts matter. At the end of the day, I've said it before and I say it again. A woman's value comes from her chastity. It comes from keeping her legs closed. So the more,
I feel like over the years that changed.
It changed, but it's not good.
You got to think about it.
It's not good that it changed.
A women's morals change as like every woman wanted to be independent. Now women and men are getting the bag together. So it's like, all right, you fall in love with a chick, right? You're going to be like, yo, you're not going to wife her because she got 17,000 bodies?
Yes. You're
going to tell her that, right? But before she told you that, you fell in love with her. Right. And you put a ring on her. And then after the ring you put on her, you asked her body count.
Yeah. Rings come
off.
When
you ask the body count? The first day?
Just like like whores are at an all-time high now, so is divorce. Rings come off, buddy. If you presented yourself to me as this particular type of individual who, was tamed in your body count, and then come to find out, like Quanda said, you got videos all around you, or it comes out later on that you got 1,000 million bodies. Yes, rings do come off. But no, I mean, I agree with you. Love is love. And at the end of the day, if you feel like you've tamed her to a degree, or that was a small phase in her life, and, you guys are happy, okay, more power to you. I'm more power to you. But the question is, does body count matter? It does. It should. And in a world that it doesn't, shit is supremely screwed up.
But But then you know what gets me is that like when people be like, "Oh, well, we were here to reproduce," and we're actually really animals, which a lot of people forget. Like we're higher intelligent animals, but we are animals. So if people want to go to Pound Town, let them go to Pound Town.
But my question is,
Like if they want to just be, let them do what they want to do. You know what I mean? That's their business.
and are you asking her body count?
That's right.
The first date? Are you asking her
Yeah,
body
yeah,
count
yeah.
the
When
first
do you-
date?
Let me
You
tell you
need
something.
to
I'm
know
gonna
this
let you know
information.
one thing. If a man ever asked me my body count, I would never talk to him again.
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy. I never asked
I
him to
feel
check
like
her
that
body
is
Man,
count.
like-
ask you your body count, you would never talk to him again?
Yeah, I feel like that's mad weird. Like, why are you
finna
asking my
judge
body
you.
count?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
either way,
I feel like
low,
that's mad
low,
weird.
high.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if
Couldn't
I
be
am
judged.
in relations with somebody, and like I've always been a respectful person. So if I'm in a room with somebody that I have a relationship with, or you have friends, similar friends, I will always let you know. Like, okay, well, listen, like me, so and so, because I feel like people always should give people that respect. But I've never asked a man how many people you slept with.
But is-
I don't want to hear that because we
What?
just it's a man.
What?
But
It's
so
different.
don't ask me.
No,
don't
it's-
ask me because I don't care how many girls you slept
It is
with.
different.
So don't care about how many men I slept with. But also too, that's when it comes down to doing your research on the woman. Like, okay, is this girl really known? Like, believe me, them thought pockets are easy. They're known. Like, it's not hard to find out a woman's history.
Why
especially in
are
the
you
ABE.
hiding your body count is the question. That's what the
Who
chat
said
want
we're
to know.
Who said we're
Why?
hiding it? I just said that at the end of the day, I just feel like if I'm not worried about your body count, why are you worried about my body count? That's where we come into the whole, oh, a man can have 50 million body counts, but you over here worried about mine.
understand.
Which most men, you're gonna ask my body count, but you probably slept with 200 bitches.
Okay,
But you worried about what little bit of men I slept
most
with.
of these,
Boy, bye.
most,
Get on face.
most of the men out here aren't getting coochie. Okay, literally a third of men are virgins or have not had sex in the past year.
Oh my God, here we go.
Where are you getting
Where
the
you
stats
get
from?
this
No,
from?
this is this
Yeah,
is
I wanna
true.
know.
This is not true. People be lying.
A third of
Where
men
you hear
under
this?
30,
Under 30. Okay.
and we can post the source in the chat.
Listen, I can't name you know what that gets me about this though? Where
Nah,
they get
my
these numbers from?
savages.
Yeah.
I'm
Where
saying,
this is what gets
Not
me,
my
right? I
savages.
got probably like at least like 5,000 people on my Facebook, right? I got like 6 point something K followers, right? I can go right now and there's not one person that took that survey that said that didn't. Where are they getting these people from? Where are they getting these people from that are coming in and checking the box that I didn't have sex in 6 months, a year, or whatever? It's not us regular people. It's not us in our towns. It's not us urban people.
the
Because
fact.
these urban niggas is fucking. Where you think all these babies is coming from?
Okay, the fact of the matter is,
You talking about the abortion rate is so high. Where you think where's the babies coming from?
Yeah.
okay,
We talk about abortion
The
all the time on
reality-
here.
the
Where
re-
people are fucking.
okay, but the reality
They
is
fucking.
that 80% of women are all fucking the top 20% of men.
Oh,
You guys are all sharing the
I
same
date
niggas.
ugly men, so that's not true.
No, keep it a band.
Okay.
Keep it a
Alright,
band.
that makes sense.
You're all fucking the same niggas. So
Okay.
where are all these babies coming from? They're coming from all of y'all trying to chase these same niggas who got a whole bunch of options, which is why when you talk about these men, you view them as these great dudes who can screw anybody they want. But the reality of the matter is, niggas is out here going on droughts. The reality of the matter is, it ain't as easy as you said. And as men, y'all can agree and attest to that fact that at the end of the day, men have to put in a little bit harder of a work for them to be able to catch a body. Okay,
Not really.
All right.
Because I
This is cap.
second, like, listen, right? I'm not gonna lie.
I don't feel like it's
Like,
that.
you really don't. Like,
I feel like
you really don't.
So
It
y'all
don't take that
telling me
much. It don't take that much.
if y'all
work.
were single, because I know y'all relationship side, but if y'all were single, and
we
y'all
gonna
wanna
get to the
coochie
chats
this-
right after
and
this.
y'all want to get coochie this week, y'all feel like it's gonna be that hard to get coochie? If you said
Thank you, Maylene.
sometime this week I'm gonna get coochie, you gonna feel like it's that hard?
If I was single, no.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
All I have to have is an eighth and some Henny.
Okay, but you got
An eighth and some Henny.
okay, but that's cap. That's cap. You know why? Because you have to have an eighth and some Henny and a car.
No,
and,
you don't.
And even if you don't have a car, you gotta have telly money.
Nope.
Or a place of your own to live,
Yeah, this is why I
to
don't
bring
understand
women
where-
home to.
He done been married for how many years now? He been out the game.
I've been out the game, but dude, still a journalist and I do a lot of studying on the matter. And the fact of the matter
But
is,
I'm saying, where are they getting
hold
people
on,
from to come and
Quana,
test it?
you always cutting me off. But the fact of the matter is this: it is a task for men to get coochie. We have to have money,
For
power,
some men, yes.
influence, knowledge, popularity, something. Women do not have that same task. Women, as I said before, can just open their legs up and get screwed at any moment, at any time. And 9 times out of 10, screw whoever they want to, okay? By just acting like a promiscuous little bird for 2 seconds. With that being said, with that being in mind, when you deteriorate yourself to the level of manipulating that ability that you have to screw whoever and you actually go out there and do it, yes, it matters. It matters. You devalue yourself, and it matters that you could not hold yourself in check long enough, keep your legs closed, and do what you needed to do to bring more value to yourself. Yes, it absolutely matters. A man, on the other hand, when he finally makes it to the level where it's easy for him to get a high body count, or easy for him and the women is falling over him in the top 20, he's in that top 20%, he has 9 times out of 10 earned that, worked hard for that. Now, granted, I'm not saying a man should not be virtuous. I'm not saying a man should not protect himself. I'm not saying a man, it's correct, in the eyes of God for a nigga to just be out here fucking indiscriminately. But what I am saying is it's different from a man and from a woman. This is why men will never.
That.
Okay.
But what he was saying earlier, honestly, when it comes to these times, unfortunately, a lot of things have definitely changed. And like you said, we do it would be nice to resort back to the original thing. But then when I think about it too, like even back in the day, like a lot of men, y'all did take care of everything. Y'all did pay the bills and stuff, but y'all were still fucking bitches on us. We was at home and y'all still had y'all side bitches and y'all were still fucking bitches. So we got tired of it and we wanted to get out the house and we wanted to be independent, which I ain't even, don't get me wrong. If I was back in the day, I would have been okay with staying at home, but these bitches want to go outside and work. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's not okay to say that you can have 100 bodies, I can have 100 bodies, and I'm so disvalued.
It is.
No, because there's really good women out there that may have high body count. So you're telling me that you don't believe that there's any good woman out there that may have a higher body count?
No, I'm saying
there is good woman. You're just saying that you feel.
No, like she might be good in certain ways, but she's not good when it comes to her chastity. She's not good when it comes to keeping her legs closed. And the very real fact of the matter is, and I'll let you go, 2 things happen here. First of all, when a woman has a high body count, she has so much to compare her man with that it's hard for her to be happy, which is why women nowadays are initiating 80% of divorces. They're getting money and they have high body counts. So now no nigga is satisfying to them now, okay? So you have that dynamic, okay? But then also, women bring in a bunch of baggage from each nigga. Each time a nigga scar you, you get more damaged. So by the time you get to me, after you done got damaged by 80 niggas, 30 niggas you done,
but I feel like
30 niggas you done threw the coochie away to, 30 niggas done played you. You chasing the top 20% of men, so they all got options, so they doing you dirty, disrespect. You come into
agree with Focus for the first time ever.
Thank you, Samantha. You come into the relationship with a bunch of trauma. You come in a relationship with a bunch of baggage, and now it's really hard for me to actually access your soul, for me to actually please you. It's harder for me to do that. So absolutely body counts matter. And to the point that you want a woman that's experienced, listen, I like teaching. Okay, I don't need you experience. I don't need you experience. All the only thing I need you to do is be able to willing to learn.
But what I don't get is
no, baby.
He's saying he likes teaching.
No, baby.
These men, they want to teach because they're so experienced.
No, baby.
Give a lesson.
They're so experienced that they're able to teach. So that's the thing that I don't understand too, because a lot of men act like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I really don't want. Like, even though you may say that, I really don't want the man that everybody fucking wants. Don't get me wrong, the majority of women do.
Yo, Jeff, you shout out.
I don't want the man that everybody fucking wants. I don't like when I've been with a nigga and every fucking bitch can say that he was with him. Like, at the end of the day. So I'm not going to say that.
Though?
I'm not going to say. No, but what I'm saying, I'm not going to say that I fully disagree with you, because we've talked about this before. I do believe that as a woman, you do have more value.
That's
like,
cap.
Guys look at you.
She's
more
capping.
valuable. What?
Women like men that are experienced in bed too.
Yes, I agree there.
Unperforming.
I agree.
No, and that is true. But this is what I was trying to say though. At the end of the day, I feel like ultimately, all I'm trying to say is that I don't think that you should judge somebody just solely off their body count. That's all I'm trying to say, is because everybody has different stories. Like, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know why they were the way that they were. And it doesn't make it okay. I do feel like it does disvalue as a woman. Like, there's a lot of men. It's been like that for years. Since the beginning of time, women have always been judged based off of our sexuality and how we please a man, how we take care of our man, how we take care of our children. We have been judged from the beginning of time about how we look. Like, that's from the beginning of time. It has always been like that. And I think that's why women started going in an uproar about it, because why is it, no, this is for real. Like, I really feel like, why are we so judged when it comes to our body count? But a man you can catch the same diseases that we can. You can literally, no, but listen, you're literally out here producing different families and having multiple broken homes. Like, just like a woman that has 5 baby dads, you got 5 baby moms. That's 5 broken families. So I do not feel like it's right at the end of the day. What I'm just trying to say is, at the end, it's still wrong for a man to just be out there slanging dick everywhere. Like, it ain't nothing. And think that we're just supposed to be okay with it because you're a man. And then we got to sit here and be all goody fucking two-shoe.
Okay. All right. 2 things to that. First of all, okay, there would be no broken families if polygamy was the order of the day. We talked about scripture.
Nobody wants to share their nigga.
Hold on. We talked about scripture. We talk about Bible, Quran. We talk about nature with the lionesses and the lions and the harems. And we talked about, simple mathematics, common sense, being fruitful and multiply. We talked about all of these reasons why. Even we talk about the polygamy belt, Niger, Gambia, Burkina Faso, all of these West African nations, which are the highest polygamy societies in the world. Through polygamy, there would be no broken families. That's why it was ordained in scripture. That's why it was ordained by God. That's why it was ordained by nature. But so the entire broken family thing is a moot point if you would allow yourself to have yourself a sister wife. That's first of all. Second of all,
now you see where this is going. These niggas be wanting their cake and to eat it too.
I want to get to my second point, but go ahead.
I feel like you can't just say, well, hold on, I'm gonna say it. You can't just say that polygamy should be right or wrong, right? I feel like polygamy is wrong, and I agreed with it before. But where I am at in life right now, I feel as though I have a power couple. You feel me? So I feel like me and my wife, we're a power couple. Like we're not even entrepreneurs, we're a couplepreneur. So I feel like when you find that person that you equally yoked with, and y'all really working together, y'all get into a bag. You feel me? So it's like, why would I be thinking about sharing my bread with all these bitches if I got, you feel me? Me and my shorty, we up. What am I sharing my money for with all these other chicks? Like, we got a bag, we going traveling, we're not even thinking about nobody else, you feel me? I feel like people that got polygamy, they got too much time on their hands.
Okay, or too much money.
Not even that, because
that's not even true, because he's talking about all these people were in South Africa, and those are literally the places that are struggling the most.
Okay, but it's historic, it's tribal, and remember also,
I'm just saying it's true. They are literally struggling the most financially. Those countries are broken.
But these same countries also have diamonds and gold under their feet. These same country
what are they doing?
Let me finish. Just a few hundred years ago, created Mansa Musa, who's the richest man to ever live in the history of the world. So therefore, brokenness in Africa ain't as closely connected as you think it is, because we have all the diamonds, all the gold, all the resources. So
what does that mean if our people are still hungry? If we are still not, if our country is still, the country is still not even running the way that it should run, and people are still hungry and starving and thirsty, and there's still poverty like crazy. That doesn't even make any sense. You can have all these. I can have $1 million in the bank, but what does it mean if my kids are hungry?
Okay.
And I have no access to it. It's not actually being able to be spent. It's not actually doing any good.
First of all,
well, hold on, wait. Let me add something too, right? So I spoke to somebody today that's in Philly, right? He's Muslim. So he said he got 2 wives, right? So he got to share his money with 2 wives, right? So now I'm thinking about it. Why would I want to share my bread with another woman? If you're not down for the team for the night, it's like, what is the point?
Okay, for the night.
Yeah.
So now fornication and adultery is up and above marriage. Okay.
Not even that, but I'm saying
it is. That's what you're saying.
This is 2024. If you and your partner are on vacation and something happened, that's what happens. You feel me?
All right, we know how you get down, Mr. Escort Service.
I'm just saying.
All right, we know how you get down, Mr. Escort Jackson. Okay, the reality of the matter is this, though. in 2024, Mr. It's 2024. Women are working. Women have jobs. Women have education. Women have opportunity offered to them. Women are rich by certain standards. So therefore, the money thing, you're wrong, because 5 heads is better than 1, 3 heads is better than 1, 2 heads is better than 1. You a nurse, you a doctor, I'm a such and such. We have more money to bring to the pot.
That's not necessarily true, because the one thing that I have learned though is the more money you make, the more expensive your bills go up. So the more money you make, the more bills you have, the more problems you have, the more kids you have. So you're looking at it like that, but from a person, which I know, you know, because you're a businessman. So the more money that you make, your bills go higher. The more wives you have, your bills go higher. So the income may increase in a certain aspect, but in the same note, you're also going to have to put out more.
Okay, so let me
energy, time, resources,
let me tell y'all a
because
story.
now you have multiple wives.
Okay, let me tell you a story. My brother has 2 wives. My little brother has 2 wives and 7 kids. They all live together in a big ass house with 2 football fields in their backyard. He's a state trooper. Both his wives are nurses. They go on vacation all the time. He just got back off a cruise. He's going to Miami this week. They get whatever they want, whenever they want. The kids is taken care
that's
of.
one couple. Name somebody else.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
We're not gonna say that it doesn't happen. There is some poly relationships that are successful, but the rate of successful poly relationships is not high.
That's not true.
We went over this. Pull it up.
All right.
Because we did this the last one, and I was right.
Okay, but guess what? The rate of
most of them women are not even happy.
Regular relationships
most of them are not happy.
Hold on, but the rate of regular relationships are high. 51% of divorces marriages end in divorce. People are breaking up all the time.
So the whole world
singleness is at an all-time high. No, it's burning because y'all refuse to accept the old ways. Y'all refuse to say, listen, we could solve the side chick
best
problem.
Friend, no.
The whore problem. We could solve the financial issue.
Gotta share our
the broken home problem and all of that through the advent of polygamy. But that's not neither here nor there.
More than just being a sister wife. Like that, how do you scale that? Like, how do you say I'm okay with just being a side chick, a chick that his wife don't know about? Or if I can be, they rather be a side chick.
Speaking to the mic.
They rather be a side chick, like where, you know,
no woman would rather be a side chick.
They would. No, I'm saying like, you know,
I think there's women that do. Some people prefer the peace.
Ask her, would she rather be a side chick or a sister wife? They'll choose a side chick every time. No woman really wants to be a sister wife. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We got a couple ladies in this chat. Can y'all do me a favor? I need you guys to type 1 if you had to pick.
If you had to pick.
Yeah. 1, if you rather be the side chick, or 2, you get to be the sister wife. That's right. Which one would you pick, ladies? You had to pick one.
Everybody's gonna pick sister wife, and if they don't, they're delusional and weird. Yeah. Because the fact of the matter is, when you have a sister wife and that man takes her on as wife, not only is it okay in the eyes of the Lord, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of morality, okay. Not only is it okay in that, but I'm not hiding you. I'm not hiding you. I'm not putting you off to the cut. We're all together at Christmas, Thanksgiving. Look, if you ever had a side chick before, I'm telling you like this now. You might make it through Memorial Day. But once you get to 4th of July and you ain't spend that with her, all right, say you made it through 4th of July. You might get to Labor Day. Damn, Labor Day, he ain't spent Labor Day with me. Halloween come around, you might get hold on. You might get skirt that. You might get skirt Halloween through. Hold on. You might get skirt Halloween because you could take her out to the Friday party. You could take her out to the Saturday party. Okay? But when you get to Thanksgiving, and you ain't been with your side chick on Thanksgiving, and then Christmas come around, and you ain't spent Christmas with her, by New Year's, nigga, that shit is over with. And if you find a way to get through New Year's by Valentine's Day, you're done up. So the fact of the matter is this. If you had a polygamous sister wife, we all gonna be together. We gonna be together at New Year's, Christmas, Valentine's Day. We gonna do all of this together. He be saying this to sound
good, but he don't even do that himself. So
honestly, it's like,
I don't do it myself.
You gotta have money.
I don't do it myself.
It's a lot of work.
No, not just that. It's that me and my shorty, we've been together 20 years. I'm not gonna sit there and now in the fourth quarter
True.
Like, yeah, look, we gonna bring this joint in, like this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? You know, it's
so,
just.
But you believe in it and you support it. You just don't.
I believe in it.
You don't practice it.
I believe in it. I support it. I don't practice it by my own choice. However, I believe that if we incorporated it, at least as an ideal that wasn't vilified, shunned, destroyed.
But the thing is, I don't vilify or shun it though. It's just not for me.
We would have a lot more, well, a lot less side chicks, a lot less whoring, a lot less cheating, a lot less broken homes, a lot less.
I don't believe that though.
Babies.
I don't believe that because
because
the thing is, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. A guy can have 3 wives. If he wants to go sleep with another girl, he's gonna. The one thing that I learned, like as being a woman, and this is like just coming from when it comes to any man, only a man that wants to be kept will be kept. So a man can have 3 wives, and if he wants a 4th wife, he's gonna want a fucking 4th wife. A man can have 1 wife, and if he wants a 2nd wife, he's gonna want a 2nd wife. The only man that's gonna want to be kept is a man that wants to be kept. So if he's okay with 2 wives, that's because he chooses to be okay with 2 wives. It doesn't matter how many wives he has. If he wants more, he's gonna want more. So don't think that just because you decide to give that guy a 2nd wife, that there might not be a time where he wants a 3rd, or he wants a 4th, or he wants a 5th. Because at the end of the day, you guys do enjoy youth. You get what I'm saying? Women do get older. A lot of people that are in poly relationships, they be having different age groups of wives. They be with one girl for like how many years? She's like the one that they've been with forever. She's a little bit older. Then they go get themselves somebody a little bit younger. Then they like, no, I'm not about to play that game. It's not for me. I don't judge anybody that does it. At the end of the day, I just know that I couldn't do it. I don't judge it. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not for me though.
Got a big love.
I big up to everybody that is in a poly relationship. More fun. I know y'all be having a good time. I hope y'all make it work.
Yeah.
But it ain't for me.
I'm about to add on to it. I feel like I'm married now, right? So I feel like the way that I know my wife, I could never know her that spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. If I'm worrying about 2 chicks, because it's like, all right, now I got to worry about her period. I'm bypassing both of them at the same time. I'm worried about how she feels. How can I give my wife that one-on-one that she needs if they both want it at the same time? So one person's going to feel left out.
Yeah, there's
so
going to be
somebody's
times.
gonna fuck your bitch, bro. So it's like at the end of the day.
No, the only way the only way they're screwing your girl is if she's a side chick. Trust me.
But listen,
when you gotta leave your side chick to go home, that's when your side chick get upset. She get resentful. She gets vengeful. And then as a result, she acts out and goes do that. But when you have them both as sister wives, you give them both respect. It actually keeps them in check because neither one of them want to be the first one to cheat. I'm not. I gotta be the best. No, I gotta be the best. No, I gotta be the best.
I don't want to be in competition.
They in competition with everything. Not only is they in competition,
I don't wanna be in competition.
but it's not that level of competition that you think. It's a competition of introspection to be the best person that they can be, so that they can be the best person for you. It's not that quote unquote competition with the next person. It's a competition that forces you to make sure you working out. A competition makes sure you getting your sexual prowess and skills up. You getting your finances up, your mental up. I don't want him to have to beat it down with her deeply, and because I can't hold an intelligent conversation. So now you start reading books more. It's nothing wrong with a little bit of competition. The competition is how we grow and how we evolve as human beings. That's the survival of the fittest. So, I mean, so like, don't run away from it. Don't run away from what God has ordained. Now, if it's not for you, then not let it be for you. But I'm just speaking to all of these broken homes and all of this. All that shit would be solved.
Nah, I don't think that would just be solved.
Stop, like, you know what I mean? A lot of broken homes, a lot of cheating,
Do
a lot
you
of
believe
side
that?
chicks, stuff like that. I mean, think about it. A man wouldn't have to sneak and do nothing on the sly if basically he bringing, whoever he.
No, but you gotta
home.
remember, you're not just bringing whoever, you're bringing a wife home. So this is different.
Yeah.
It's not that he gets to just slide and just create other families.
Some women be thinking
This means
it's
that
like,
these other women that you are choosing
yeah,
is women that you have to be in a committed relationship. So it's not like they just get to go and slide whatever they want.
I mean, some
There
women be
still
thinking
is
like,
boundaries. They can still cheat in a poly relationship.
Some women think like
Men can
it's
still
like
cheat in a poly relationship. They
teamwork.
can't just
No.
So they can't cheat?
No.
Then hell no. What the hell? So you're telling me that you could just be out there just sleeping with whoever you want? This ain't
No,
ain't
you
somebody.
can't
When I watch
cheat.
those poly shows, they be dating bitches together. They be picking bitches. They go through a process. The girl knows about the person. He ain't just out there like just on a whim.
Those
like,
fake
oh,
poly
well,
relationships.
But if you so worried about
This ain't got nothing to
figuring
do
out
with you, little
other
mama,
people, how
till
are
I
you
bring her
worried
home.
about yourself?
Yeah.
'Cause if you don't have self love,
I ain't listening to you no more. Damn it.
You say what?
I'm saying if you're worried about everybody else, how you gonna be worried about yourself? Because you have to have self love first before you can say you love somebody else.
Listen,
So if you're not, you got to be mentally in a place where nobody's at that place mentally that every day that they know their wife and then they could have a second wife. Because that's just too much on your hands, plus kids and everything.
okay, that's what they told you, but that's not the truth. The fact of the matter is, it's a lot of people doing a lot of juggling, and the reality of the matter is this: men and people build relationships all the time. Okay, I got relationships with my boys, my buddies, my friends. I got work relationships. I got
Yeah,
relationships
but you're
with.
not able to be there
with-
for everybody the way that they
No,
may need
but-
you to be there for them.
but
though.
still in
but that's
all-
what he's talking about. I understand what he's talking about, because at the end of the day, if you do have multiple, no matter how you put it. So let's say if you got 3 wives,
she
right?
always cut me
And let's
off.
say, I'm sorry,
don't
let's
like
say
me
one
talking.
wife, let's say one
That's
wife
her
got
favorite
COVID.
thing to
Listen,
do.
one wife got COVID, right? The other one's about to give birth. And then the other one, she's chilling. She
He
just
said
want a
a
little
lot of
bit of
juggling is
attention.
crazy.
She just want a little bit of attention. Where do you go? Now, mind you, this one about to get birth, she emotional as all hell. Now she gotta wait because Miss COVID over here, and then this freak Nikki over here wants some D. She like, it's just, and don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, I do get you say like when they're sister wives, they somewhat care for each other's. So maybe they might be considering like, oh, we'll go Miss COVID first. But at the end of the day, there might be times where I really emotionally need my man and he's unavailable. And then I have to sit there and put my emotions on side because I have to be considerate to somebody else who may need him a little bit more.
No.
That's the reason why I won't work for me. Who may need him
That's
a little
not
bit
true.
more.
That's not how polygamy
Let me
works.
express how I work.
That's
I
not
feel.
how polygamy
It is
works.
true. It is true. If you have polygamy and one girl got COVID, right? And I'm sad as shit today and I'm depressed and I need my man. I need to talk to my man. But this wife is sicker than a motherfucker, right? And to say right now, we not really getting along. We not really getting along because they go through their stuff. The sister wives do argue sometimes. They go through stuff. So you're
you
telling
got this
me
backwards.
You're telling
If
me
she got COVID and you going through something at the time, then
What about the one
I'm gonna
that's
be there for
pregnant?
both of y'all. And the fact about it,
how she got COVID. You gotta
hold
stay
on. If-
quarantined
if-
with
if-
her.
The fact about it, you no, you gonna quarantine with her, and you gonna make sure she good because that's your sister wife. So you gonna make sure she good. You gonna quarantine with her, and y'all gonna have a conversation, and y'all gonna help each other get through whatever while I go home and bring home the bacon.
Yeah, a lot
You
of
understand
women
what I'm saying?
complain about
Yeah, that-
dishes,
that don't
complain
even
about
sound
Three
laundry,
heads is better than
Do you
one.
see that
kids,
being realistic?
and maybe thinking
Yes.
that the sister wives be helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine how many times you've been with someone you, damn, cooking and slaving and doing this.
Mega,
You
my
know,
boy.
a lot.
Big shout out
But then you got a sister wife
to
that
Latin
takes
Dream.
Part of that off your shoulder.
I'm about to get to y'all comments too.
I was with my kid's father for 10 years and he took it off my shoulders. We did everything together, so I didn't have that problem. I don't need
There's a whole lot of cap
If you got
going
a
on in
good
here.
man, if you got a good man and you got a good team, you don't gotta go through any of that.
Now, hold on. Does it mean that women can have two husbands?
Oh, I was just
Hell
gonna
no.
get to that. Soko in
You
line.
already know that's a dub.
Soko in
You know what I
line.
mean?
But-
We
but-
can't have a high body
Okay, but-
count. Y'all can. You know what I mean?
You
We
can't.
washed up.
You
Y'all not.
cannot.
You know
This
what
is the
I mean?
difference.
Listen, I'm for the women.
Okay.
All I'm trying to say is I don't
Alright.
think women should have high body counts. I think women should definitely respect themselves. I think.
All right, but this is the
But what
difference
I'm
here.
trying to say is I don't think that men should judge a woman.
This is the difference here.
because of that.
This is the difference here, okay, guys? If a woman has more than one husband, we're on Maury and paternity court.
Oh, okay.
We don't know who the goddamn father is. Who is
Why
the
y'all act
father?
like it's so
Baby
hard to
papa's
find out?
baby.
That's what be killing me.
No.
We're literally
Yeah,
in
light skin.
2024. It's the dumbest thing
dark
ever.
skin.
Oh, because we're not gonna know who the father. Get a DNA test. It's one of you two.
Get a DNA test?
Yeah. Why y'all act like it's so hard? Like that's the thing.
see this?
That's the thing that makes it. That's the only thing we're not
This
gonna
is
know
why
who the
it's
father
not-
is. Like we
this is why
can't
it's not the
find out
same.
who the father
This
is.
is why it's not
And
the
listen,
same.
if y'all brother wives, if y'all brother husbands.
Brother, husband.
Nigga,
Never.
this is our
Never.
kids anyways. Just
Okay,
like when
we
we
a
sister
family.
wives,
Okay.
these are our kids anyway. So
Okay.
love these goddamn kids, you heard?
Okay, so it goes back to
What you mean? Because it's true. When y'all sister
Okay.
wives, all them kids is all our
Okay, but
kids,
Kwame,
right?
It goes back to
Bye.
it goes back to DNA and it goes back listen, it goes back to DNA and it goes back to
I want
evolution.
5 husbands.
It goes back to DNA and it goes back to evolution. And guess what? 2 valid points are made here. because of the DNA and the evolution of it, and because we will not know who the father of the baby
You can't
is.
find out, you mean?
We can't. Historically, yes, all of the DNA tests is new shit.
2024.
Yeah, but listen, still that we've been here for millions of years evolving, millions of years acting this way. Okay, so because we do not know who the father would not know who the father
Back
of the
in the
child
day.
is, naturally in our DNA, in the evolution of our DNA, a woman need to keep her legs closed, because guess what? We will not know who your father. This is another reason why it will be different. You know, it will be, you know, a woman can be a whore and a man can't. Second of all, men, you have to understand the polygamy aspect of it also is something that comes through evolution as well. Because we will not know if this baby is mine. Of course, a woman cannot have polygamy. That DNA test came out 30 years ago.
It doesn't matter, no matter
The
what.
hell
So
we-
stop saying we won't know who the babies are, because you can take a DNA test now before the baby's even out. You can take a DNA test with the baby in the belly when
And then-
you're only a couple
And that's
months. You don't
another
even
thing.
have to wait.
You talking
till
all
the
this
baby's
is
born.
2024 stuff. Well, 30, 50 years ago, a woman was having 9 kids, 10 kids. Now, they barely being able to have 2 or 3. You got birth control and all of these other.
I got 4 kids.
Okay, right, and you're done up. And you're done up. But the
Why
thing
am I
is,
done up?
You know them things is tied.
My shit is not tied. I'm not done up. Don't try to fucking play
No,
me.
I know you can, and I'm just saying, you know,
I'm fertile myrtle, okay?
you gonna have another baby.
If I get married.
Okay, but for all
Only if I
intents and
got
purposes,
married.
you done up. But the point of the matter is this: women are not having as much kids as they used to have. So now we're supposed to expect to believe that these women who are only having 3, 4, 2 kids max nowadays are going to be baby makers for 3 different niggas. That shit don't make no sense. Not when I can have 3 different wives, get all of y'all pregnant, and in 9 months, that's 3 lives, 3 babies, 3 people that can love, live, breathe, you know, laugh, and everything the hell else. And guess what? Without a DNA test, we all know who the parents are. And guess
She
what?
wasn't cheating.
All 3 of y'all say it takes a village, right?
One wife stepped out.
Y'all say it takes a village. All 3 of y'all can work together to help raise these children together,
So why you can't do that with my 2 husbands and all our kids?
because we don't know who the daddy is.
We're not saying that.
And
No,
ain't
we're not
nobody-
saying that.
There is a way, right? That if you have twins, that it could be from 2 different guys.
Yes.
True.
What if I wanted to do that? What if I wanted to inseminate myself with both my baby daddies
So now we
at the same time?
So now we talk about magical.
no, that's not magical. It's true.
Oh
it's
God,
true.
It has
true.
happened.
Yeah.
It has
It's
happened.
like when the egg, I guess when they have sex with another guy,
Yeah.
in a certain
Close
period
in
of
time,
Certain
yeah.
period of time, they split the egg,
Yeah.
and then it's 2 different fathers.
Siemens. Yep.
Okay,
So
all
you know,
right.
we're not gonna talk about that because he's talking like we're still
but
back in
wait,
the day.
can I-
We in
can I
2024, okay?
I also wanted to add one thing, right? So you taking that from a perspective of Africa, right? But we were stolen and we came to America,
taking
right?
that from
So let's
perspective
talk
of
about the Jim
Africa.
Crow laws, about the black men that had to pay the taxes that separated the homes. So it was just like that's what separated a lot of things from back in the day. The black man had to pay taxes, and we wasn't making enough money. So if we wasn't making enough money, we had to leave the house. So now that's why there's so many broken homes. So now it's like it's okay to have broken homes, but it's not okay. And it's like every other race, the white, the Indians, the Chinese, they all together. But the black families, we all separated. And it's like it's separating it more with the polygamy shit. Cause it's just like, all right, hear me out, right? You got 3 wives, right? You never gonna give all of them the same love if they all in the same reason for you. So if they all there for you, they're not gonna feel happier because the chick is pleasing them. But if they want the love that you can give, because they all want that from you. And if they all want it at the same time, how are you gonna be in all the same places at one time?
My nigga, have
In
you
the same house?
have you ever heard of?
We disagree with you.
Hold on.
Focus.
Have you ever heard of having a job? Have you ever heard of building a legacy? Have you ever heard of going on a guys' night out, poker night with your friends? Woman, you ain't gonna have me 24/7. I don't care what life we live. I ain't going to be 24/7 able to do anything because life demands that life still lives. But guess what? A sister wife can help you through that at that particular time. If I am indisposed currently,
You consider this for your marriage?
if I'm currently I'm not. But my brother has 2 wives. Okay.
Through Islam?
My uncle had 2 wives. My pops at one point. So the very real fact of the matter is, although I choose not to have it, I come from this. My family has this. And there's a reason in Islam that not only Islam, but in scripture as well. You just said, I'm coming from an Africa point of view. Nah, nigga, I'm coming from Africa. I'm coming from Bible. I'm coming from science. I'm coming from nature. I'm coming from everything. And to your point about having a baby with two different people, it says, first of all, it's possible, but it's a severe anomaly. 1 in 13,000 cases in tries.
8 billion people in the world.
1 in 13,000.
Yeah.
But that's not matter. It's 1 in 13,000. I have 1 in 1 chance of getting you pregnant tonight. God damn it. 1 in 13,000. This nigga talk about 8 billion people in the world. All right, my man. Stop. The reality of the matter is there is no valid argument for a woman to be having more than one husband, period. There's very valid arguments for a man to have more than one wife. Be fruitful and multiply, period. Have more than one husband. Every time I see a woman with more than 2 husbands, I know that them niggas gay.
Don't listen to Mr. Focus. But
right.
listen, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for tuning into the DJ Focus podcast. Please make sure you guys like, share, and comment. I don't know if we're at 100 comments now, but we are giving out Cash App. So make sure you guys are interacting, dropping those comments, share this. We appreciate all the love. Like we need, right? Yeah, that's how we get Bronx to the top of the page, is by you sharing and like, because we got 60 something people on here. We need 60 something likes.
Right.
So
absolutely, make sure y'all like the status, share the status. It's very important that y'all do that. No, it's not weird that you agree with me, Erica, because my words are coming straight from the Almighty.
Oh my
you
God.
You say you believe in God. You go to church. You celebrate Christmas. You believe in scriptures. Well, go look at Exodus 21:10. If a man chooses to take another wife, he must not deprive the first one of her food, clothing, shelter, and marital rights. That's Exodus 21:10. That's your Bible. We all know the Holy Quran states you can have more, up to 4 wives. Okay, it's tribal. We just talked about the polygamy belt in Africa. Okay, so you talking about nature, you know, the lions, the tigers, the deers and the bucks and the dogs, they all got more than one. Okay. The very real fact of the matter is, whether you go to scripture, nature, history, tribal, the ancestors, all of them point towards polygamy, having more than one wife. All of them. And now in a world where we have starved men out from their natural nature of having more than one or being able to have more than one, and we vilified the very idea of having more than one wife, guess what? Whores are at an all-time high. Cheating is at an all-time high.
But you men been
Divorce
cheating.
is at an all-time high.
I don't understand.
Abortion is at an all-time high.
From the beginning of
Side
time.
chicks are at an all-time high.
You men been cheating since the beginning of time.
It ain't cheating if
Before
I
there
marry
was
your
whores at the all-time high and slutting at the all-time high. Y'all dicks was slinging at the all-time high.
Only a few of us.
Lying ass.
Only a few of us. Tony Ortiz said, I'm so glad I'm not watching with my wife. Listen, I'm sorry. The very real fact of the matter is this. It don't got to be for you, Tony, but the reality of the matter is it's the correct way of action. Broken homes would be...
Definitely not.
Broken homes would be done up. Side chicks would be done up. Cheating would be done up. You talking about a nigga having a wife and can't juggle. Imagine if he had 2-3 wives. Nigga, he will have no time for a side chick. Right. Zero. That's right. If I'm not with you, I'm not with you. If I'm not taking you out, I'm taking you out. Niggas got 2 wives and got 0 time for no side chicks. Side chicks would be non-existent, and side chicks are like the worst thing in the history of the world, according to modern women. It's like, you a side bitch. What? I could never. But they all got side niggas. Y'all ain't low. Y'all are not low.
Soko and Lime says she's still waiting on her Cash App from last week. But I honestly believe, I don't remember if you were on, but you have to be on when we say your name for the Cash App. If you're not on and don't drop your name in, I think we give like 5 minutes.
On? All right, just drop your Cash App. Send me the Cash App.
It goes to the next person. But we're about to see who won now.
We're going to see who won.
She won?
Again tonight?
That's crazy.
Soko, you won again. I owe you
so
double.
You on. Make sure you just drop the Cash App right now. I'm about to copy it and send it to him.
Yeah, we're going to send you your money. So the reality of the matter is, there she goes, Soko and Lime. Send me that.
I'm about to send it to you.
I got to double up cash apps for her ass now.
Send it to me in my inbox, boo, so I can copy and send it to him because it won't let me do it here.
Chinga ching ching ching.
She won by commenting. So basically, when you comment, you have to like and share the post as well. We check to make sure that you liked and shared the post. But when you like, share, and comment on the post throughout the post, we pick normally the 100th comment, the 150th comment, sometimes the 200 comment. So every Thursday at your DJ Focus podcast, you have a chance to win real cash. So make sure you guys tune in and just show love. That's how you win the money. You show love. You know what I mean?
Yes, and it's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna send you your money in 2 seconds. Style. I want to get to this last topic though. We running a little late, but it's all good. We're gonna get to this last topic. I think it's something that's really important, and you know, it's a little bit more of a serious topic than the last two, but you know, we gotta deal with some serious shit too. We can't just be talking about all the fluff. But big shout out to that last topic, ladies. Don't be afraid to go ahead and let your man have more than one wife. It's important.
And keep your body count low. Don't be a hoe.
Keep your body count low. Don't be. That rhymes.
Keep your body count low. Don't be a hoe. Fuck the dough. Get a good man.
That's a fact. And one thing I will say too, though, keeping it a whole 100 bands, because you just made me think about that. When you said, "Oh, yo, you know, I don't want no nigga that's with a whole bunch of different women and all of that different stuff, and that everybody, you know," I think that's severe cap. I date
ugly men, so that
I think all women gravitate towards niggas who get all the girls. Y'all want niggas who get all the girls.
That's not true. Not for me.
Like
Keep it a bed.
Not for me.
Y'all want niggas who get all the girls.
Not for me. And listen, I was my baby dad's only baby mama. So
it just depends on the woman.
He wasn't out there thotting and botting.
He said, body count low, don't be a hoe, go with the flow, blow baby blow.
Nobody wanted his ass but me.
Oh shit. All right, Samantha, I got you right now. Soko. I said Samantha, Soko. I just gotta transfer this bread. All right, so look, it says, oh, okay. So recently in Alabama, and everybody was up in arms about this, okay? Up in arms about it. Y'all know what an embryo is, right?
Yeah.
An embryo is like when the sperm cell hits the egg. Mm-hmm. That's an embryo. Sometimes people freeze them. They do like IVF, intravenous fertilization, whatever, through this embryo. So in Atlanta the other day, Supreme Court ruled that embryos are children. See, what happened was this doctor, right? He had dropped a whole bunch of embryos and they fell on the floor, and like they want to criminally charge his ass. Like, my nigga, like these is kids. You just got some kids up out of here, because they all had a potential chance of life. So like, so do y'all think the Supreme Court was right or wrong? Because I'm gonna tell you like this now. The leftists and the feminists and the pro-choicers, they up in arms right now. They like, what? An embryo is not a kid. How far does the rabbit hole go? You know, they trying to force this whole issue of, you're not a kid till you're born, so that they could justify the whole abortion thing. Mm-hmm. So what you think about that?
I don't think that he should be charged. It was an accident. He dropped some damn embryos.
You don't think he should be charged? No, I'm just saying, do you think the Supreme Court was right for saying that embryos are children? Like on Alabama state law, embryos are now considered as kids.
Well,
even frozen ones.
I believe, yeah, because I believe that if you get an abortion at the end of the day, you still did kill a baby. That's it. No matter how you put it. People try to say, "Oh, I didn't know you killed the baby." Yeah. I don't care how big the embryo was, how small it was, what stage it was in its development. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you killed the baby.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a lot of Supreme Court need to mind their damn business. Mei Ling say y'all wrong.
Touchy subject.
Soko and Lime, embryo is not a child. There is no heartbeat.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject.
Shameful.
So nobody had abortions?
Shameful women.
So nobody ever had abortion?
No, yeah, they are, but you know,
I had
I think it's the law. It's about the
a
law,
topic.
period.
it's about the law.
Yeah.
Right.
So abortions is illegal. That's the law they just passed.
And then sometimes you have
So
to get an
drop
abortion because
embryos.
I had an abortion before too because I had a baby in my tube.
Okay. So
Or
that
forced the joint.
Yeah, because basically if I would have if the baby would have grew, I could have died.
Yeah, like preeclampsia.
Yeah, like it like burst my tube or whatever. I don't know. It was in my tube somehow. Somehow it got started in my tube, not where it was supposed to be started.
So I say that that's shameful, and I'm sorry about that, but I say that it's shameful simply for the fact that life begins once the sperm and the egg connect, right?
Mhm.
Once the sperm and the egg connect, boom, that's a child. It at that point has its own unique DNA sequence, independent from the mother, independent from the father. It has its own unique DNA sequence. We all started as a sperm and an egg.
This girl said under the new law, it can be illegal to abort a tubal baby, that's crazy because you could really lose your life for that. So that's crazy.
I mean, I got to do research on that, but the reality of the matter is it should be illegal to abort your baby. And at least it should be more regulation on there to where you got to go kind of to a judge, a tribunal, maybe some doctors and be like, yo, look, this is the reason why I want to abort my child. To say that a woman at 15 or 16 or 19 or 20, whatever, can walk into a clinic, take a pill and shit her baby down the toilet, that is false, it's incorrect, it's immoral, it's illogical, it's irrational, it's not good. So, yes. Now imagine if you were next in line to be, fertilized inside of a woman who is looking for, intravenous fertilization, whatever it's called.
You don't have a charger?
IVF.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was your life and you next in line and your ass is Monday, you going in Sarah Jackson. And 10 years from now, 2 years from now, you're going to be a living, breathing baby sucking on your mama titty with all types of, excuse my vulgarity, but, with all types of love and laugh and eating and good and funny and this, that, and the third. And then somebody just dropped your ass on the goddamn floor and ruined your chance at life. How would you feel if it was you? How would you feel if it was you who just never existed based upon somebody's mistake to just drop you recklessly on the damn floor? No, you should treat it like a life because guess what? That is a human sperm cell, a human egg, and it's not wasteful. It ain't like you just jacked the sperm cell off on the floor or she, perioded, dispelled the egg out through her period. No, scientific measures were taken to enjoin these two together to create a life. That life was then supposed to be placed inside of a mother and eventually become a child. You better have more respect for that embryo. I'm sorry. That's a life.
I was thinking
So
like-
for me,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna just say this real quick. For me, I honestly, like I tell you before, like I do believe abortion is wrong, but I do support it. So I can't I do believe that it's wrong. I do, because I don't believe that God will want any of us to abort our babies, but I do support it in some situations and understand why some people may feel they need to take that way or that route, but I don't think that it's a right thing to do. Like I can't say that I'm like I think it's the right thing to do. Like I do think that it's still wrong. And I think that women that do have abortions do. Some women are affected by that. You know what I mean? It's not something that's easy to do.
It's not easy. Yeah. Basically,
Go ahead.
what happened?
No, the chat has me
alright.
rolling right now.
Oh, all right. Basically, I was gonna say, the embryos that was dropped by mistake, right? Were they accounted for? Did somebody put some bread down on them? You know what I'm saying? Were they spoken for? Because that's like, a loss for the people that was expecting those embryos. If you drop them, misplace them, lost them, they don't have life after you, whatever, had a spill. Then yeah, I think that's right for someone accounted for. It's like
I mean, I think maybe a
Wait for my heart to
fine.
drop
I
it.
think maybe a fine, but I think that if it wasn't intentional, I don't think that he should be facing charges. Only because this is the thing, though. I feel like in this world, a lot of like computers and stuff has been taking our jobs. A lot of technology has been taking our jobs, and people need to understand that we are humans, and humans are going to make mistakes. Now, I definitely think that there should be a healthy fine. You know what I mean? Obviously, he has to have some type of money if he's doing that. Like that's a good, that doctor getting paid. But I don't think that he should have to face murder charges for being human and simply maybe tripping or dropping something. Like accidents do happen, and when you deal with stuff that real people are doing, you gotta expect a mistake. And that's the thing. People are so used to all these computers and stuff working for us, and we're complaining about it taking our jobs. But then you want to slay somebody for being a human and having an accident. I bartend for the past couple of years. You don't think I never dropped a glass? Yeah. You don't think I've ever accidentally spilled a drink and you're going to fire me? It's anybody that works at any type of construction building, even as a barber, you might one day you might have cut somebody a little bit too much, or maybe you done push somebody back, or something happened. There's always a mistake. Even if you're a barber for 50 million years, you can have that one day where maybe you just slipped up or they moved their head and you didn't catch it. That we're human. I don't think that person should definitely be facing murder charges, but I do think there should be a healthy fine. And I think that maybe a penalty, a suspension or something like that. You know what I mean?
So there's varying degrees of murder, right? You got first degree murder, second degree murder, third degree murder, manslaughter. You have something called involuntary manslaughter. Or negligent homicide, where your negligence caused it, right? So it doesn't have to be murder, first degree, which is premeditation, malice, going to jail for life, okay? But your negligence can also, you said I'm a barber and I slip up. If I slip up and slip a nigga throat,
It was an accident.
that's negligent homicide. I'm going to jail. I'm going to prison. Okay, my negligence caused. I didn't properly have the respect for whatever tools I had in my hand that could potentially cause the life or the death of this particular person.
Yeah, but this is tripping though. Like I don't know, but see, this is the thing. I don't know how he dropped it, but I'm saying like if you tripped. Like, I'm just like, we don't know how it happened, but if it was really an accident, like, if you cut somebody's throat while you're cutting hair, that's extreme. Like, you really wasn't just being completely negligent. But, like, I'm talking about something that we all trip. We walk down the street and we trip. Everybody trips sometimes.
Serial barber.
Yeah, I mean, we've all dropped some stuff. We've all dropped some stuff. You can't tell me that in the past month nobody dropped nothing. You ain't dropped your keys. You ain't dropped your phone on the floor. You get what I'm saying? If everyday life, like if I'm doing something, you cannot expect for people to not make a mistake. So I think it's a little bit different, but we don't really know the details of the situation to really talk too much about it. But I don't think it should be murder.
Right now he just charged. Now if it was a conviction, then it's like damn.
The charge or the conviction doesn't sway me or bother me with the further implications.
Do you think that he should do time?
No,
I don't.
No.
Sit down for that.
I don't think that he should do time only because the law wasn't in place yet, and this kind of forced the law to be in place. However, what I will say is that the further conversation that is being had, which is these embryos being considered as life, I think that's the main thing that I take away from it, is that at the end of the day we need to have more respect for these embryos and treat them as life. You know me, I'm pro-life all day long. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in abortion paradigm. I see Izzy up here talking all of this.
I'm gonna need them to stop fighting in the group chat. They arguing in the group chat. Y'all need to be nice. Yeah, they is arguing up in that group chat right now. It's going down.
Oh wow! Let's read the chats. You ain't shit, nigga. You ain't shit. I hate you. I hate you. She said, "Who are you, the gangbang police, nigga?"
I don't know where it went left. I don't know what happened. I just see a whole lot of back and forth and back and forth.
Police is crazy. Whoa, what's going on here?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Don't try to G-check me. Get the fuck out. Oh, wow. Hey, guys, listen. This is a peaceful... No, let me stop. Go crazy. I love the arguing in the chat. It's more comments for us. We want the comments through the roof. You heard what she said? She said your mama ain't shit. All right.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, all right. Where
I
are
want
we
to talk
at?
about the one topic I wanted to talk about after
Oh,
this.
okay.
If that could be the
Oh,
last
yeah,
topic.
yeah.
I
let-
want to talk about a topic too.
Go
Y'all heard something
crazy.
definitely.
We want it. We want it. Okay. The last topic we were talking about was this new trend, okay? This new trend of women popping their titties out and breastfeeding their kids in public. Popping the titty out and breastfeeding your kids in public. You wanted to speak on this. I'm going to let you get the floor first.
I'm really interested to know what your take is of it, being that you're always going back to our roots. So I think that when you're coming back to polygamy, you're always bringing us back to what we originated from. I feel like I want to hear your take on it first, honestly, because I feel like that's going to say a lot.
Well, okay, the reality of the matter is this. You know, Africa is not our home. It's the throne from which we ruled our home. Our home is the entire 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth. Everywhere they went, they found us. Everywhere they went. No matter what corner of the earth, you found black people there. So the notion that we were some jungle bunnies running around with our titties out is false. Okay? It's just incorrect. We were clothed.
Nigga said
We were
jungle bunnies.
Yeah, that's what they want to portray us as, jungle bunnies running around. So, you know, we pioneered clothing and modesty and everything. Okay, so we don't have to go back to that particular tribal era and say, look, that's where black people come from, so pop your titty out. The reality of the matter is this. Modesty counts. Modesty means something. And even in those particular tribes, the breast was seen as a life-giving, tool, but it wasn't highly sexualized as it is now. So this high sexualization of the breast causes for us to have a lot more modesty when it comes to bringing, it's private parts, your private parts, and letting the world to see. I remember being young. And, the sisters, and the moms and different things, they'd be breastfeeding their kids, but they had a whole blanket over the kid.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put their stuff back in, but pop the kid out. You don't know nothing the wise. This whole, I'm going to just pull my titty out and just in the middle of a park, that's attention-seeking women, okay? Women who do not have modesty and women who want to prove a point.
I beg to differ.
Thank you.
Yeah, I beg to differ. I feel like, think about it, right? If you hungry right now, you're gonna eat your food. Are you gonna eat your food when you get home, or you gonna eat your food right then and then?
Yo,
So if the
something
child
wrong
is
with this
hungry,
guy.
why would she not be able to feed her child anyway? I feel like we always want to condemn people for stuff that we do, and it's like, why condemning a woman for feeding her child? We don't condemn you for eating your food in the car. We don't want to see you eating your car when we're looking at you.
So I definitely agree with him. I breastfed all 4 of my children. I'm a breastfeeding mother. I grew up and my family and everybody breastfed in my family is the natural thing. I did at times, sometimes I did use a cover, but there was definitely times that I didn't use a cover with my kids, especially like if it was a really hot day. I wouldn't cover up because at the end of the day, like all you see is the roundness, like their mouth is on the nipple, so you don't really see nothing. But I wasn't also just having them sitting up on my lap just like this. Like I would still, position them right. I feel like the reason why it's also so sexualized and so many people are against it is because we have made it not of the norm anymore. It's not something that you normally see. If it was something that was more normal and women started doing it more and women started naturally feeding their kids how they're meant to be fed, it wouldn't be looked at like that. But because most people use Similac and all these man-made bullshit that does not compare to what our breast can produce, it's not normal anymore. You know what I mean? I don't think that a woman should have to cover up. It doesn't bother me. I shared a picture the other day about it, and somebody was like, oh, well, how am I supposed to explain that to my kids? I'm like, but these same people will sit there and have dogs, cats, all types of animals, and let their kids watch a dog breastfeed the puppies. And when the kids ask, oh, what are the puppies doing? You tell them, oh, the mommy's feeding the puppies. Why can't that be explained to the kids the same way? Now, do I think that there definitely is women in this world who is doing too much with it? Because I did see a video where a woman was like literally over sexualizing it. Like she was making videos, she was doing everything under the sun just to have so much. Now I think that's wrong. But if I'm out and about and I just see a mother sitting there just breastfeeding her kid and she's not covered, I'm not worried about it. It's not going to bother me. It's not going to upset me. And legally, nobody can do nothing. I wish somebody would have ever kicked me out when I was breastfeeding my kids. I'm suing the hell out of you.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? Because you cannot kick me out. You cannot. It is a natural thing. That is naturally how we are supposed to feed our children. Every human, white, Chinese, black, that is how we are supposed to feed our children. It's sad that people are saying that we have to cover up. And no matter what you say, I'm telling you, sometimes it depends on the weather. It really do be hot underneath there. My baby would be trying to pull that shit off. And if it really hot, I just took it off. It's hot as hell. It's 90 degrees out. I'm at the fucking park. You want me to sit here with a blanket over my baby's head? My baby head all sweaty. They trying to eat in this hot ass air underneath here. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? But if I'm in an area and it was cool, sometimes I did use the coverer. But for the most part, if it's hot, I wasn't doing it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think basically, you know, some women use a cover, some women don't. You know what I mean? I think women that feel like they can probably just pull it out and let the child feed. You know, they want to cover so that, you know, like men that are immature wouldn't gawk and, like, you know what I mean, make it feel like it's inappropriate when she's doing something that's healthy for her child. So, you know what I mean? It's her discretion, you know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be like, oh, because her breast is out, I feel like she should cover it. You know what I mean? It's not my business to tell her what she should do and shouldn't do while she's feeding her child. But I think, you know, most women will do it because they don't want to be looked at a certain way. You know what I mean? But they should be able to just freely feed their child.
And I definitely believe that. I feel like most women that do cover, we do it because we don't want people to look at us a certain way. And I think that it's sad that it's really something that is natural. Like every human, every man, woman, like that's literally how we are actually meant to be fed. It's through the breast. It's the healthiest way. It's the best way. And the fact that people think that we should cover up is crazy to me. Or judge somebody for not covering up. It's crazy.
All of you are wrong. You need to have modesty. We're not living in a world where you know,
How is it not modest to feed your kid? I'm not understanding.
It's not
that.
modest.
Why are you sexualizing somebody feeding their kids? That's where I'm at a disagreement with you.
Because people will look at it inappropriatly, or why are you saying? You're saying it makes you uncomfortable? Or
I'm saying you're not going to be happy to a creep come around and bite your titty. Why invite that type of you know, attention on yourself? Why invite that type of you know, lack of modesty on yourself? Why are
you saying it's not modest?
Because your private parts are out.
No, it's not. If a nipple's covered, all you've seen is the
But
aureolas.
this is my thing that I don't understand.
Really?
In the moment,
all you've seen.
So I can whip my joint out, and as long as you don't see the pee-pee tip.
But this is also another thing.
Bruh,
this is another thing.
Keep it real.
This is the thing that makes it different.
Where
though,
does it end?
In the
and
moment of me
stop?
feeding my kids and milk coming out of it, it is not a fucking regular titty. This is a bottle. Yeah. It is a bottle. I am feeding my kids. It is a food source. This is not what you're thinking.
That's right.
No, it is what I'm thinking though.
But like, what about, you might as well say that about women that come out with the pasties on. You know what I mean? That their cleavage is out, their breast is out.
Yeah,
but
they're wrong.
It's
not modest. It's not modest at all.
Oh, okay.
Modesty should matter. Modesty should count. A woman coming around here with pasties on and her titties out, I'm never going to condone that. I'm never going to sit here and say that's a correct course of action for my wife, my kids, my daughters, my sister, or all of humanity. Okay. At the end of the day, have some modesty. Cover yourself up. You should not be running around with your private parts exposed, especially when they're hypersexualized in the way that they are. You can invite a lot of unwanted attention, unwanted drama, unwanted trauma, all of that on yourself. And the fact of the matter is,
but I feel like that should change, and the only way that it's gonna change is if it becomes more of the norm and people start getting back to the traditional and start respecting women and how they have laws. Like, you really cannot kick a woman out for breastfeeding her kid in an establishment. You really cannot. Like, you can literally get in trouble for whatever, like if you try to violate or whatever. I think that if it became more the norm and people would stop sexualizing it so much, then we wouldn't have that problem. But the fact is, this world is just sad. It's just really sad that a woman,
Hypersexual.
you're really going to sit here and try to say that a woman is not modest simply because she is feeding her child. To me, I feel like that is very sad.
No, I didn't
Because
say a woman is not
she's
modest
feeding
'cause
her
she's
child.
feeding her
Yeah,
child.
you're saying because she's
No.
feeding her child. Because you're saying to
I
your
said a
standards,
woman
she needs
is
to
not
cover
modest
her feeding
because-
her child.
No,
she needs to
I didn't say
hide
that.
her feeding her
I
child.
said a woman-
It should be hidden. Her feeding her child should be covered up. It should not be seen. But the girl over there with the regular bottle is fine. But because I have a natural bottle and I'm breastfeeding my kid now, in this moment, my breast that shouldn't even be sexualized because I'm doing what's natural. I am no longer modest because I'm feeding my child. That I should have to cover up. And if I don't cover up, I'm not modest. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So
You-
another thing too, right?
You feeding your
A,
child.
a woman's breast, right? If they breastfeeding, it gets hard. So if they
Here
don't
go
pump
Dr.
that
Phil.
day or they don't feed the child, they gotta like the kids right there. They feeding the child, whatever. I feel like I can't condemn a woman for feeding her child. Like my wife, she's a hairstylist. I walked into the salon. I seen a woman feeding her child. I looked the other way. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like out of respect.
Yeah, that's right.
Cause it's like we
gotta be mature.
Think about it. You sit the Bible, right?
Oh, good
Adam
job.
and Eve, they didn't know, huh?
Go ahead, I'm letting-
Oh, Adam and Eve, we didn't know that we was unclothed until we ate the apple. You feel me? So think about it. It's really how you perceive things. So if you're not a weird nigga, then you're not gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna be staring. No, you're not gonna be staring. If you have that type of morals in your life, you're
Okay.
gonna look the other way.
So,
So-
you're telling me that
so-
if
so-
you were single and you seen a girl breastfeeding,
But
you
look what
wouldn't
he-
pursue her because
he
she's
just-
not modest.
He just proved. No, I didn't say that. What I said, I would try to teach her to have modesty, and if she hood ratted her way through, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna wear it. Then no, I would not pursue her. But look what you just said. You said if you're not a weird nigga. Okay, so now you are admitting that weird niggas exist too.
There is weird people out
Okay.
there.
But people are gonna
But-
So
sexualize
why
whatever
would
they
you?
want.
So
though.
hold on.
Well,
I
So
get
why
sexualized
would
in
you?
sweatpants.
But why
That's
would
what I'm not
you
understanding.
come out here with
I
your
get
titties
sexualized
out
in
when
sweatpants.
weird niggas
I could be
exist?
running outside fully clothed and a guy would still sexualize me. So that's what I'm not understanding.
So- and-
We're so worried
you-
about the negative people.
You having sweatpants is the same as a woman popping her titty out in the middle of Central Park. Talking about
If,
some
I'm
here,
saying
Geronimo.
if somebody
come
wants
eat.
to sexualize me, they're gonna sexualize me in general. They're not just. It doesn't matter. A man can sexualize a woman, and she doesn't have to do anything to be sexualized. I don't think it's right. I could say I honestly find it to be crazy that you of all people would honestly even sit here and call a woman unmodest simply because she did not cover up to feed her child, to do something that is natural. This is not like what is there to cover? I'm not understanding that. Now, I respect anybody's choice. The women that do cover and the women that don't cover. I don't judge the ones that do and the ones that don't. But if you're just feeding your child, like you said, if you're a real man, like just look the other way. And teach your kids, like, what is she doing? She's feeding her kid. Just like you, when kids see puppies eating, they're feeding the dog. When they see animals sucking on their mommy's thing, it's the same thing. What's so different? You would sit there and let your kids watch that, but your kids can't see somebody feeding their kid.
So look, the definition of modesty: the behavior, manner, or appearance intended to avoid impropriety or indecency. Okay.
We're talking about natural. No matter what you say, we're talking about natural. We're talking about feeding your kids.
No, you're
What
not.
our breasts are
We're
intended
talking
to do.
about feeding your kids in public.
But at the end of the day, we are intended to feed our kids through our breasts.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's what our breast turns into. Our literally, when you breastfeed, your nipple even changes. Like it turns into this like long, like,
So-
like it literally
Since
turns
we-
into like a
since we
bottle.
given definitions,
Yes.
Go ahead.
condemn is express complete disapproval, typically in public censure, sentence to particular punishment, especially death. Right? That's condemn. Why are we condemning women for doing what they should be doing?
Hold up. Read that definition again.
So it says express complete disapproval are typical
Stop.
in public.
And express complete disapproval. That's why. Because I disapprove. Listen to what y'all saying.
condemning.
Y'all are saying.
My point exactly.
Y'all are saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, because I'm feeding my child, I should be able to throw modesty to the wind.
So
Because hold on. Because I'm feeding my child, I should not have to worry about covering my private parts. Because feeding a child is natural. Well, you know what else is natural? Taking a shit.
you know.
Now let me Let me pull my pants down and shit on the sidewalk because it's natural.
But is that
Let
helping
me just
the baby?
take my pants down and
helping your
shit
baby?
because it's natural thing to do. I'm telling you like this now. There's still something called modesty, privacy, decency. You cannot sit here and say because something is not having inseminating your wife is natural. Having sex with your wife for the purpose of
That's
reproduction
completely different. That's not eating.
is
That's
natural.
Not, you
So
have to
now I'm
eat
gonna go be a
you have
porn
to
star.
eat, you know, that's
Sex
totally
is natural.
different.
Record me.
That's totally different. We're talking about eating. And at the end, so somebody on here has said basically, so when a woman is breastfeeding and she's not covered in public, you could possibly be like forcing another family to have a conversation with a kid that's not ready to have that conversation, which is the dumbest thing ever. Because first of all, kids are not dumb. Kids are smart. Kids see animals on TV and literally on all these shows. I have 4 kids, so you cannot tell me that these shows don't have these animals on here with the babies and they're eating. The same way you express to your kid that the animal is eating from the damn mom, why can't you say the same thing for we are animals? What is
We're
so
not
hard
animals.
to tell your yes we are.
No, we're not.
Yes we are.
We're not.
We are animals.
We're not.
Yes we are.
We are not. We're mammals, but
We're still a form of an animal.
no, we're human beings. That's what we are.
I don't care. We're still an animal to me.
We're not.
But anyways,
Animals do not speak. Animals don't have language. Animals don't have written
you
history.
know what I mean. I'm
Animals
not talking
don't
about
practice
like that
mathematics.
deep. I'm talking about at the end of the day, we have
Animals
meat,
don't
we have
clothe
flesh.
themselves.
I'm talking about we have bone. We're just way more intelligent. But
We're
what
not
I'm just trying to
animals.
say, let me
And you're
get back to
supposed to be
what
a
this
Christian.
lady said. I don't care what you say.
Okay, well, you're not even supposed to believe in evolution and us being animals. You're supposed to believe that God fashioned us out of clay and mud. God damn it.
Dang.
Well, listen,
All
all
of a
I'm trying
sudden,
to say
you
is
talk about
I
some-
feel like, can I get back to my breastfeeding topic, damn it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I feel like it's not that hard. Just like when you kiss your husband in front of your kid and you explain to your kid, this is your daddy. I love him. This is what moms. What is so hard about literally? First of all, kids don't even think that far into things. So I think this is the dumbest thing. So you think that if you're in a restaurant with a 3-year-old kid and they see somebody breastfeeding their kid, that they're gonna be like, oh well, they might be like, oh well, where does the milk come from? Well, your body naturally produces it. We make milk, and that's how we feed our babies. Why you act like you gotta teach them about sex and everything just because you're simply telling them that's how mommies feed their babies? Like, I don't get why people got to overthink things. Let me tell you something. If I have another kid, I'm outside, and if it's hot, I ain't covering nothing.
Okay.
Titties out.
Titties out.
The hell?
Yeah. Okay. You do that until
Yes, teach them respect for
Until-
women. What's so
till
hard about that?
Jeffrey Dahmer come fucking putting you in a damn trunk. Like, bruh, it's Jeffrey Dahmer's and John Wayne Gacy's and what's, well, they was gay, but what's the other nigga name? The Ted Bundy.
Basically, they don't know how to explain nothing
It's
to their
Ted
kids. That's
Bundy's.
what I feel, too.
They will. You running around here with your titty out talking about some. Yeah, I was just feeding my kid.
No, but you talking about running around here
You
with
gonna
a titty
be
out.
like,
Ain't nobody
oh,
running around. He acting like we're like this.
Yo,
I'm saying
you
I'm
gonna be
sitting there
feeding your
just
kid?
simply feeding my baby.
You
like,
gonna be feeding your kid. You gonna be like, oh yeah, little Johnny. You go, girl, that's funny. Look down, it's gonna be a whole nigga out.
so annoying.
It's gonna be a whole nigga out there. Yeah, you keep on playing with these. You keep on playing with these weird niggas out
What
here.
country you're not allowed to breastfeeding? Because somebody said titties out in the wrong country will have you in jail, I guess.
Right, Dubai, you ain't playing Dubai.
Yeah, bro. Like
Cover your head in some of these joints. There you go.
my nigga. Like I said,
Well, not in America.
Just because it's a natural act does not relieve you from the fact that you need to have some sort of modesty and protect your virtue. Women do not need to be out here popping titties out talking about some. Oh yeah, look, they're all trying to just prove a point, trying to be.
I wasn't trying to prove no point. I was trying to feed my kid.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to prove no damn point.
I ain't saying that. Well, look, you might be the exception to the rule, but the women,
But that's why I said I
the girls
grew
who
up,
record that
but
shit.
This is my thing. I grew up in a natural, like I watched my aunt breastfeed. I watched the women in my family breastfeed. So to me, breastfeeding was a natural thing. That's what I seen. That's how I knew babies eat. All my kids, my oldest watched me breastfeed her brother. Her brother watched me breastfeed the brother. You know what I mean? They all watched me breastfeed as their mother. So when they get older, it's going to be more the norm to them too to see a woman breastfeeding because that's how they grew up. You know what I mean?
I mean, I totally understand you, and I see what you're trying to say. But the society that we live in is still the society that we live in.
And it's but you know what's sad though? You know what's sad though? In society, we will sit here and say that we need change in certain areas, but in certain areas that's like really like something like that. To me, that's not something that's like even a joke. Like we're really just feeding our kids. Right. We won't sit here and be like, yo, you know, maybe we need to change. We need to look at things different. We have sat here on this podcast and talk about all types of changes that we need to do in the black community. And I feel like at the end of the day, why is that not something that needs to change? Why do we need to, like, I understand that women shouldn't sexualize their bodies. And I do think that, you know, I do understand why people say that as women, we should have a low body count. But when it comes to that, that's crazy. Like,
so you advocate for women to pull their titty out wherever they are and feed their child.
Yeah, as long as you're not, as long as I don't feel like as long as you're not sexualizing it, like if you're really not out there, if you're really, yeah, but I'm saying if you as the woman is not doing it and you're like trying to get attention, if you're really just feeding your child, then feed your child.
We don't have to sexualize it. It's already been sexualized. Yeah. The society sexualized it. This is why you wear bras, you wear, you know, shirts, and men run around with their shirts off because the mammary gland, as they call it, or the breast, is a sexualized a part of the female anatomy. That's it. That's the fact. That's how society is. You can't change it. You can't switch it. Yeah. So therefore, because it's a sexualized private part for all intents and purposes, then yes, you should have modesty. And I go beyond just breastfeeding your kid. The correct way to do it is to cover up. A woman should not be wearing regular cleavage that just got her titties and all exposed. Like, in my opinion, cleavage too is wrong. You need to have some sort of modesty. You should not be over sexualizing yourself, point blank, period. My daughters, when they go to the beach and everything, they don't, you know, they wear one pieces, you know. I don't have my shorty with, you know, the titties out. You know, sometimes she don't listen, but God damn it, the thing about it is there's a correct aspect to things. Now, granted, we're not all perfect. We're not all going to do things correctly, okay? You might wear low-cut cleavage shirt, but if you ask me, is it correct? I got to tell you the truth, and the answer is no. It is not correct.
Because man has made it that way.
Yeah.
Well, it's that way.
On her own skin, whatever, however she shows. So
all right, we running late. We are running late.
Are we running late? I want to say something I heard recently, and I want to ask if y'all ever experienced it or ever participated in this. And it's called. All right, go ahead. It's called dirty macking. You ever heard that term, dirty macking?
Dirty macking.
Dirty macking.
I don't even know if I want to.
All right, basically, look up the definition. Of my phone died. Dirty, real quick. I'm gonna try to give you the Urban Dictionary definition. Right?
Okay.
It's basically. It's a man that approaches another man's woman and talks bad about the other man so that he can get with that woman. They call that dirty macking. Have you ever experienced it yourself where you threw salt in somebody's game so that you can get their lady? Or has everybody ever done salt in your game? Of course, it's lean. It's whack. I'm the worst. But
I'm gonna keep it a whole 100, man.
Like, oh my God, they put a name to it.
We despise that. We've always have despised that in my hood growing up. Word. You know, me and my bros, we've always despised, you know, throwing salt in the game. Now, do niggas do it? Yeah, niggas do it. Niggas do it. But it's one of the worst things that a man could do. Period. Because 9 times out of 10. You're not doing nothing but messing up what he got. She's still not going to be with your ass. And even if she do, you know, where does that rabbit hole end? You know, fights, wars, somebody getting shot, somebody acting a fool. When niggas do that, it's because they suckers. They beta males. They can't get women on their own. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to a girl, you know, you just.
But what if they're really trying to look out for us?
What are you looking out for?
Here we go. They're not looking out for y'all. They trying GTD. Get the draws. All that for some cheeks.
I definitely had a lot of men do that. Like that's normal.
I seen him with the other shorty. Yeah, last week he was talking to somebody. I was telling him he should go home to you. Like
Yeah, I've had that happen. I have that happen a lot of times. But for
my
me,
boy
I don't
got
really
dirty macked. my son got dirty macked. He only 14 years old. Come home from school talking about some nigga done snitched on him and told his girl this, that, and the third. My son 14 years old and got dirty macked.
That's crazy.
I mean, but I could say that sometimes maybe that man just know he might be the better man for her. I mean, I believe that really do be happening though. Sometimes some guys, they know they nigga ain't shit and they be like, damn, I wish I would have met her first. Like, damn, like, so they be trying to throw their little, you know what I mean, the little 2 cents in there sometimes. Like, shorty.
Everybody's favorite song by Mario was a Dirty Mac. Yeah. You should let me love.
Exactly. Come on.
Let me be the one. It was Dirty Mac. They were Dirty Mac and all in R&B back in the day.
That's right.
Your man ain't no good.
Charge up the topic.
Your man ain't shit. She just put her shit on there. Her shit about to die.
No, I was asking her if she could shout my wife up. She's a hairstylist out there.
All right, yeah. So, the Dirty Macs gotta go.
That's right.
They ain't no good. All right, we're gonna get to our final thoughts though. I love y'all on the chat today. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. Hundreds of comments. I owe people money. It's all good. I will be sending that soon as I get up. Yeah. Cock blocking, dirty macking, all of that is a cardinal sin when it comes to man code.
That's right.
You do not bring another person, and just people code. Don't bring another person down to build yourself up.
So what if they just try to holler?
But that's just corny.
Even worse.
She didn't want you off
If
for
you know
yourself. Why you gotta throw salt on the next man?
And what kills me is these be the same niggas that be at CVS and that pretty ass girl walk up next to him or be behind him online at CVS and they don't say a word.
They don't say shit. Yeah.
These same niggas at Walmart going down for the macaroni and the pretty ass girl by herself going for the ravioli and you don't say a word. You just give her a dumbass smile. Hey, how you doing? Cause you're soft. You're a sucker. And then you gonna go and try to mess up what I got and use my connection to kind of infiltrate this. You's a sucker. You's the worst type of person. Yeah. Should be ashamed of yourself.
What if they really are cheating on you?
All right, that ain't got nothing to do with you.
You want his homeboy to come and tell you?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go mess with you. But I really done have men. Like, I done had niggas tell me shit. And that's how I found out. I done got screenshots, messages, all that. I ain't go fuck with the nigga. I know that he liked me. That's the reason why he was doing it. But I still took the information. That's like, you know what I'm saying? If your girl homegirl's telling you shit, you might not even want to fuck with shorty. But if you dropping gems, bring it on in. You know what I mean? Oh, she was what? You got a picture? All right, thank you. You know what I mean?
That's not really her friend.
That's how it exactly. But I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna tell you who my source is either, because I need to know.
People are so false in this world. Girls out here talking about side chicks is the worst, while they either was a side chick or got side niggas. Okay, niggas is out here acting like
I ain't in no messy circle,
they care about
speaking in general.
your life
chatting up here
and care about saving you when really they just want to screw. They try to act like they care about, oh yeah, I'm gonna save your life and I just want to just keep it real with you, girl. You know he was out here doing this. Man, you trying to get your ass in there. People is so messed up in this world. This is why you get yourselves a couple of wives.
Nah, don't listen.
This is the thing, right? So it's funny because people gotta understand. We really be on here. We be just be talking. We have really open discussions in here. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm able to say if I had 100 bodies and you have 100, I don't got no goddamn 100 bodies. But we just be, we talking on the topic. So we gonna, we're gonna get in tune with the subject because we want to give you guys good conversation. Yeah. We're very transparent on this podcast. So don't be taking everything we say so serious. You know what I mean? Y'all taking things and running with it. Y'all arguing in the chat. Y'all acting crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. That's wild. Down. All right. So we are getting to the end of the podcast. We are actually running late. I want to get to our final thoughts. We'll start with my boy over here. What's his name again? Ja. My boy Ja. Give us your final thoughts. Shout out whoever you want to shout out. Shout out whoever you want to shout out, or if it's anything you want to say about the pod, go ahead.
You said anything I want to say about the pod?
No, like what we talked about. Okay. I'm saying anything. Yeah.
Well, I want to first and foremost, I want to shout out my wife. She's a hairstylist and lash tech. She does great hair, frontals, everything. Whatever you need, she got you. Keisha K_art. KEYSHAK_ART. KEYSHAK_ART.
Mr.
Like
Escort.
Dirk out here. You
They
feel
called
me?
you Mr.
No,
Escort.
Dirk had it. He stopped it in the middle.
That's on Instagram, right?
Yeah, that's on Instagram. So you can follow her on Instagram.
Shout out to
she's
her,
based out of
man.
Allentown.
Okay, that's what's up.
Somebody said Mr. Escort.
But yeah, so definitely, honestly, I feel like with the whole breast situation, as a black man and as men, if you do see a woman in that situation, you should offer her a jacket or something. You feel me? Why keep condemning a woman? So it's like, all right, you just as bad if you saying something about it and not trying to help the situation.
Oh, I'm speaking on the practice of it and trying to help minds evolve and grow, and speaking on the correctness and the right and wrong of it. I would never go to a woman breastfeeding her child and offer her anything, because trust and believe that's when you're going to get flipped on. Excuse me? I do what I want. I'm not going to offer you my jacket. I'm not doing any of that. Fact about it, I see you in person and you doing that, I'm just going to make you a podcast topic. That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Well, I'm a podcast topic in that aspect. That I could say that I am the podcast topic.
See, look at him. What if the woman don't want the jacket? See, this is look,
That's right.
look,
That's right.
look.
It's her choice.
They already. I know how they getting down.
Yeah, it's
So
her choice.
they said,
We know how you get down, Mr. Escort. You need a jacket,
I'm
girl.
not gonna
You need some money.
Listen, I mean, like if I
You
know
need a
the
job.
Nah, I mean if I know the person, I'll see him like, yo, hey, you want a jacket or something? Because sometimes they probably don't have the cover up. You feel me?
No,
You
let me
forgot
tell
your
you
car
something. I'm gonna
keys?
tell you one thing. 9 times out of 10, any woman that's outside breastfeeding without a cover, there is some chances that maybe she forgot the cover. But for the most part, she's
Just
that's what she
left the
do.
cover home.
Yeah, that's what
She
she
lets
do.
the cover home,
That's right.
and I like breastfeeding for the convenience of it. It's just convenient.
Yeah, we know. Quanta twerking while she breastfeeds. Like, let me stop.
I'm trying to go viral next,
Trying to go
baby.
viral.
Next thing I'll be like, hey.
All right. Big shout out to Lizette. Look, give us your final thought. You don't want to plug pimpinhoes.com. Escorts for us. It's like, nah, all right. Go ahead.
Final thought. You know what I'm saying? Basically, yeah, breastfeeding is important. You know what I mean? I think it's a woman's choice. It's up for mankind to be mature enough to allow that woman to pop it out with cover, without. You know what I mean? That don't mean we, judging her or whatever. Just let her do her. And body count don't matter. Let that woman have as many body counts as she wants, in my opinion. It ain't my...
Beta. Y'all heard of Sega? Beta.
But the women that do have high body counts, you know what I'm saying, Kegels, make sure you exercise your Kegels very frequently. You know what I'm saying? Because that thing could have, expanded. We needed to retract. You know what I'm saying? So let that thing retract. It's like, no, let me stop playing. But besides that, yeah, definitely.
vaginal steams if needed.
He said vaginal steam.
We're not condoning.
Fellas, if y'all girl got the vaginal, you listen.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to try it though.
Yeah, the steam.
I've never done. I don't need it, but it does
Bruh.
look. I know some girl that does it, and she puts like these herbal stuffs, and you
Shout out
like
to
sit
my
there
boy
and it
Petty
like
Kruger.
just steam jacuzzi.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to my
Natural
boy Petty
with
Kruger in the
flow,
chat. He had me
natural.
rolling all night.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, yeah, definitely. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out
You
to
enjoyed
this
yourself?
conversation. Yeah, this was lit. Definitely.
All right,
I'll
word.
come back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely put a plug in for some events right now. I mean, I know I got some. Shout out to the Chamber of Commerce for the Volley. Shout out to Allentown Economic Development. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So we got some things coming.
Promise
And
neighborhood.
Shout out
Right.
to P&LV, of course. We want
right.
to shout out Faces International. I can go on and on.
Lehigh Valley Faces.
Yeah, Valley
Yeah.
Faces International.
You down with them?
Shout out to the Yacht Club. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like I be my man, what's his name? Tony Duncan. Did he do the flyers and all that? I think he put Faces International on the. I don't know. Maybe he a poser.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were knowing. But all right, cool, man. That's what's up.
Definitely.
Quana.
Everybody, make sure you guys follow me on all social media outlets. It's your girl Quana Tatted, Quana QWANA Tatted on TikTok, Instagram, all that. Look me up, follow me. March 16th, Lime Life. Make sure you guys come through. It's going to be a ill party. Reggae, we got some dope reggae DJs in the building. I'm going to be there working with my team, my bottle girls. So we're going to be coming outside. Pull up on us. If you need tickets, hit me up. Also, ladies, try to keep your body count low. Shouldn't nobody be judging you. It's nobody's business what your body count really is. But a woman's, he is right, your worth to most men is based upon your body count. And, you know, you just shouldn't be out there sleeping with a million people. You don't got to cover your breasts. Feed your kid. Don't worry about nobody's opinion. Don't share your nigga if you don't want to share him. But if you do, that's cool. What else did we talk about?
I think that was it. Oh no, I think you pretty much covered it.
Yeah, so you know, just do honestly, guys, just do whatever makes you happy. You really only get one life ultimately. So whatever makes you happy, just do that. Like, don't worry about nobody's opinions. Just try to be a better you every day and move forward. It's your girl Quana Tatted.
Quana Tatted.
I got one more shot. Shout out to the real estate lab. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying?
Real estate
Yusuf
lab.
Dow, man. Shout out to Yusuf.
That's what's up. That's
Hold
what's
up.
up.
And then follow me on Instagram. I'm _lucky man. One lucky MF. You know what I'm
Lucky
Yes.
MF.
I just want to thank you guys for having me.
No, you're very welcome,
Yes,
man.
we appreciate you guys for coming through
Yeah,
tonight.
man, we'll have you
You
back
guys are
soon.
definitely good on the couch.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's
we'll have you
definitely
back soon.
entertaining.
All right, my final thought is you need to cut it out, nigga. All right, all this trying to get points and shit.
Get points.
Polygamy is wrong. You can be able to breastfeed your baby whenever you want.
Wait.
Oh, it's my final thought.
He said it's my final thought.
Okay. OG Beta. All right. You had some good points. Thank you for agreeing with me, but you're wrong too. I'm sorry. I love you, but body count does matter. Stop pushing these young women out here to just destroy their chastity and just go out here and thought off, and because that's really what we're doing. If we sit on a podcast that's going out to potentially thousands of people and we say body count doesn't matter, it's going to give the young woman an impression that she can rack up bodies and it won't care, and it's also going to give the young man the impression that he should be able to wife thoughts, you know, and you know, not have a higher level of requirements, right, for his lady and his significant other. You two are wrong. I love you to the max, but you're wrong. Except for with the body count thing. But yes, no, have modesty. Do not breed. Do not breastfeed your child in public. Have some modesty. Cover yourself up. Ladies, don't be a side chick. Be a sister wife. That is the best path for you. And or, you know, don't do it at all. My whole thing is, you know, side chicks, cheating, all these high divorces, these broken homes, all of that would be solved immediately through polygamy. You cannot even, it's not even tangible the amount of progress that would get done with relationships if that was an option. It just was an option for high value niggas, not for anybody. You broke as hell living check to check. You don't need to be having no 2, 3, 4 wives, period. But in this day and age, why not? Because everybody got a job. Shit. Everybody, you a nurse, you a doctor, you a librarian, I'm a whatever the hell I am, we gonna work together. As long as I got enough knowledge, power, influence, and you know, wherewithal to take care of you all, to take you to the next level mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, then yes, I should be able to do that and solve all of these problems that we have out here.
Don't listen to him, ladies. Don't do it. Okay? That's all I gotta say.
So, I love y'all.
Don't listen to
I
DJ
love you guys.
DJ Focus podcast.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You'll be able to solve a lot of problems.
But yes, keep your body counts low, okay?
In your life. Keep
Give
your
it
body
to
count
those
low.
who are worthy.
Those who are worthy. Okay, with that being said, we love you. We will see you next week with Ant Wave, my boy Gary Light, and Glow Nova live on the couch. We're gonna have a very interesting conversation with them, and yeah, we're gonna have
Next
some
week's
fun.
gonna be fun.
Next week is gonna be fun. Next week is gonna be lit. With that being said, make sure y'all go on YouTube and follow us. Make sure y'all go on Instagram and follow us, and make sure y'all keep the conversation going. DJ Focus Podcast, Free Palestine. We out.